Hello lads and ladies and welcome to this. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry we are a couple of minutes late. A couple of internet problems, but we should be sorted now. We are live. It is the second leg of the playoffs. And again, we will be here for the next two legs here on Thursday and Friday night as well. Again, we will go through all the information in just a minute. Just let me know if you can see and hear me okay, guys. As well, a long day of video editing, but again, it's been a stressful one, and I can't wait to watch some football. So we'll get on to that in a bit. We'll just come to some of your guys' comments now as well. Tony's in. Hello, Tony. Hello, Ian, who's a Mansfield fan. Are you okay? Hello, Matt. Matt has gone. Good evening, Ben. Well done on your 10K on Sunday. Thank you very much, mate. I'm still not recovered the train today, and I'm nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Hi, Ben. Hello, Alex. Hope you're all right, mate. What's this going on about Coventry that I'm reading all over social media today? Going back to Morrison, eh? 2-0 at half-time bomb. Big video incoming. I'm telling you this now, and I said this. It's not impossible, but it's impossible. But the more you break it down, if you get it in, see if Wednesday score in the first 20-25 minutes, get it in at 2-0 at half time. You never know, because Wednesday could easily go and get it. Look, it's all hypothetical and it's ifs and can they do it? But there's a chance. There is a chance. It's football, and Wednesday have gone with an aggressive lineup. We will come to the lineups in just a minute. 1-0 Peterborough. We'll come to my score predictions in just a minute as well. So what is coming out is a video tomorrow with Jack, who's just commented there, Tom and Jake. It is nearly an hour's long. It is on League One. And it is hopefully the start of something new. But also, look, this week, I've wanted to kill this video. I've wanted to not edit it so many times because it's been the bane. It's taken over my life. It's a 57.5-minute video that is finally getting uploaded, hopefully tomorrow before we go live. So again, get watching out for that one. Again, we're actually watching on a bigger screen today because the other day I watched the game on my phone and it was really hard to make out. My eyes aren't great anyway, but we're back on the MacBook watching the game tonight, so it should be better. Just to warn you, we are probably 30 seconds behind. Add 10 seconds for the stream behind as well, for what I'm ahead of you. But what I will do, if you want to watch the game along with me, I will tell you when the game kicks off in little game code as well. So if there is a goal, try not to put it in the comments. The other day, I was quite fortunate that I didn't read comments at that point in time. I was so focused on the match where I was coming to comments, every 3-4 minutes or so that, when the game was in a stoppage or play. So if you can hear me and see me, guys, just let me know as well and ask any questions down below as well. Luton versus Coventry Championship playoff final. I'd love them both to win it. I want Coventry because one of my best friends supports Coventry, but Luton in the Premier League, and it's remarkable. Just saying, we were covering them on League One just 3-4 years ago. Coventry went up at the expense of Fleetwood. So, have I still got over that? No. Right then, are we ready for Darren Moore's last game in charge of Sheffield Wednesday? I think we are ready. And, I do think that Darren Moore, regardless if they win 3-0 tonight, I think he's gone. I think he's on borrowed time in that one. But again, let me know your predictions down below, guys. It would be appreciated. We'll go through the teams just quickly now. So Sheffield Wednesday have gone for a 3-4-2-1. They did similar at Posh on Friday night. They've gone for Dawson in goal, Iorfa at the back, Ihigwe. James comes in. He did come on as a sub in the last 5 to 10 minutes or so. Marvin Johnson and Palmer are the wing backs and pretty much wingers tonight. They're going to have to be having a good game because I'm telling you this now. Mason, Clark and Poku had an amazing game the other night. They weren't quiet for large spells, but when they got the ball, they did big things. Ian Evatt is in the crowd tonight as well. Patterson and Bannon in midfield. That is an attacking midfield if you've ever seen one. Patterson isn't the greatest of players, but he can hit them and he can strike them and he's experienced. And then you've got Winder, Smith and Gregory. So I'm basically saying Marvin Johnson's basically a winger. I know obviously that he's played deeper this season as well. But you're looking at it, really, you've got 6 attacking players on there. So they've gone for it. It's probably the strongest they could line up. Windass and Smith behind Gregory. Gregory comes into the side. Peterborough, the same team as the other day. Norris and goal. Burrows and Ward, your wing back, your full backs. Edwards and Frankie Kemp, your centre backs. Norburn and Kipriano in midfield. Jack Taylor, the boy wonder, behind the front man Johnson, Clark Harris, and you got your Mason Clark and Poku out the wing. I think the wingers tonight for Peterborough, I can see them having a quietish game, attacking sense, but I think defensively they're going to be vital, tracking back, helping Ward and Burrows, because they're very good going forward as a fullback, Sheffield for Peterborough. Defensively, they are a little bit suspect, but again, it's going to be very interesting because they're going to have to help back, push back. And I think if Sheffield Wednesday can really poke at them. Peterborough won dream on the other night. As a League One neutral, I'd rather Peterborough go to Wembley. I'm not bothered who wins this game. It would have been nice if it ended 3-0 because I think at 3-0 it's still very easily poised. Fair play to Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. They are pretty much sold out the ground. They sold it out before Friday, but it's still to turn up, and it is heaving in that Cops End as well. There's probably 25,000, 26,000 there tonight. I know it's a reduced capacity. Sheffield Wednesday fans actually have Believe posters in like blue ink on the yellow sign. Now, anyone like me is obsessed with Ted Lasso. They've got those Believe signs, and you never know. You never know. And Wednesday actually have the most goals in the first 15 minutes as a stat according to Sky here. 18 in the first 15 minutes this season as well. And Barry Bannon as well. You saw him crying just over a year ago. And this is going to be a big game for him. He's getting on now. And you look at that Sheffield Wednesday team. It is an experienced team. Palmer's been there, I think, over 300 games. Barry Bannon, Patterson. Windass isn't a young kid anymore. Injuries have killed him. Gregory's got out of this level before with Millwall. Smith did it last year with Rotherham. Iorfa's a big lad as well, a big experienced player. Michael Hickway's done it before with Rotherham. Dawson obviously has been second choice most of his Sheffield Wednesday tenure. Still, swapping goalkeepers quite often at Wednesday. I don't think it's worked for them. And Reece James has slipped in, done really well. And Johnson, Clark Harris is going to be big tonight for them because he's going to have to hold the ball up so a lot. Watching the darts, big scrap for 4th place. I can't watch it. I'm gutted. But I think Aspinall will win, but Clayton will get 4th spot. Can we ask any football questions? It doesn't have to be football related. Yep, you go for it, as long as they're reasonable. Like, hello, Nappers. How you doing? Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining me, mate. Rooting for Cov. They deserve their moment in the sun after having to ground share for so long. And Luton's style of football not great. My style on Luton are they're very good on their own turf. They were awful on Saturday when it's a bigger pitch. I think they'll struggle. I think they will really struggle at Wembley. From the perspective of neutral, I hope Wednesday get an early goal. An early goal from people will kill the game. So glad my team got automatic promotion. I love this time of year because Fleetwood are hardly ever involved in it. But all I want all season is top 6. And a lot of teams go, I want playoffs, I want playoffs. And when it comes round to them, you're nervous as anything and you don't want to be in them. And it ruins the whole. Because if you lose the playoffs, the other playoff games aren't as good. If you're not involved, it's kind of like, it's all right. I'll be honest with you. I'm not missing Fleetwood one bit. And I'm kind of starting to say to myself, is there something right here? But I'm enjoying watching other games, watching good football, attacking football, rather than watching Fleetwood at the minute, because I'll be honest with you, that was hard, last season. Although we stayed up, it was a hard watch last year. It really was. I'm going to go for 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. I think Sheffield Wednesday will get the job done tonight. but I don't think they'll do it over the aggregate. Opinion on your manager? Look, he's improved. He's getting better. His first year management, he's done an okay job. Look, I'm not going to wax lyricals that, oh my God, last year we just stayed up on 40 points, and this year we got 58 points and finished 13th, 8 places higher. Sorry, 7 places higher. We had a bigger budget, that has got to be mentioned. The results were fine. The football, though, it was dreadful. The football was dreadful. And although when we got better players, the football improved that much, the results improved that much, I just want to see a little bit more urge. And so obvious we need an attacking midfielder. Yeah, it's hard. Until we bought more, look, I always get to this stage with football where I'm glad for the football season being over, but then I miss it. Darren Moore clapping along to Hi-Ho Silver Lining. Whatever you say about that man as a football manager, he gets Sheffield Wednesday, he gets the football club. He's right behind the team, and it's going to be a very, very difficult game for Peterborough. Look, the 4-0 up, they've got a little bit of comfort, but it only takes one mistake, a sending off, a penalty decision, or he's done it. He's put his arms in the air while singing it. There you are. And he wears his heart on the sleeve, Darren Moore. That's what you've got to be said. So we'll just quickly go through the team. So Wednesday again, Dawson, Iorfa, Hickway, Reece-James, and makes up a back three. Liam Palmer and Marvin Johnson are your wing-backs. Patterson and Bannon make up your midfield four with your wing-backs. Windass and Smith just behind the front two. Front one of Lee Gregory as well. You got Smith, who's a big man as well. Darren Ferguson comes out late, and as the managers shake hands as well. Norris, Burrows, Edwards, Kent, Ward, Cipriano, Norburn, Mason Clark, Taylor, Poku, and Johnson Clark Harris. Johnson Clark Harris, who scored 26 goals in the regular season, 27 including playoffs, scored 12 goals in the championship last season, and that's where they're hoping to get back to. Wednesday and Peterborough starting off now, both playing with a very high line as well. It's going to be an interesting one, this one. It's going to be, it's going to be one of those games where we need to see an early goal. This could be a dead rubber with half an hour to go, which we don't want. As we are underway, Peterborough get us off and they'll a long ball forward, and Ward will try and volley it forward, and it'll go back into the hands of Cameron Dawson. It is 4-0 on aggregate, 4-0 to Peterborough on Friday night, thanks to goals from Jack Taylor, Ward, Poku, and Johnson Clark Harris. Could have been more on the evening, probably could have been 6 or 7-2 if I'm honest with you. But, Sheffield Wednesday have 1%. The 25-1 with the bookmakers to win this game, as they've got an early throw through the experienced Callum Patterson. Then they're going to load that box up. They're going to have to be switched on. An early goal will be brilliant for the home side as they try and bring it down. It'll go back to Patterson, who will volley it back into the box. And the way that Sheffield Wednesday seems to be playing is load up that box, try and get a lot of crosses into the box and test. They didn't do that enough on Friday evening. And again, I'm saying that they're going down on the side very early on. They're going to have to squeeze Mason Clark and Poku. I think it's going to be a long night for Peterborough. They will get the job done, in my opinion. But it's going to be kind of, it's going to be a long first 30-35 minutes. That's saying where get through the first 35 minutes and we should be okay. In the next 3 years, will Fleet be in the Championship? I don't think so. I'm trying not to get illusioned with this dream of mine to be in the Championship. I just want to see us get there. It's a long ball from the back line of Peterborough, and I think it was Poku who was running forward. He couldn't quite get there, and Claire Dawson picks it up. If you could like tonight's stream as well, that'd be massively appreciated. There's lots of videos coming to the channel, by the way, guys. Tomorrow, we have something very exciting that I've never seen on YouTube with League One before. So get subscribed to that. We've got a watch-along tomorrow for Barnsley against Bolton. And again, both sides kind of just settling into the game now. And for Peterborough, they can settle in. With Wednesday, they've got to be at it kind of from minute one. Every minute that ticks on, we're 2.5 minutes in now, is a minute closer to Wembley. They won't be thinking that because it's dangerous, but as fans, you do think it. So we've got a watch on tomorrow. We've got a Salford Stockport vlog on Saturday. The second leg, we went to the first leg, was a very poor game. Hopefully the second leg is a little bit better. And then we've got League One team of the season coming out, reaction to table predictions coming out as well. And hopefully we'll be going to the playoff final. Hopefully, if not, we'll have a watch along on the channel. You could do worse than Rotherham. Oh, but great defender. We've had him before. Conceded an own goal on his debut in Stephen Presley's first game against Coventry. Richard Wood now has had a great career with numerous promotions with Rotherham. I think it was 3. And then Coventry, who we played against, are now 1 game away from the Premiership. So it's going to be an interesting one. Keep your comments coming. Wood has played for Fleetwood before on loan. Ben Bolton or Barnsley. And what to focus on this game tonight, but I think Barnsley will edge through that one. Smith will keep it in, and that will be a corner to Sheffield Wednesday, will it? Yes, it will. Good start. That's what they need, Sheffield Wednesday. They need a lot. He's not. Has he given it? That was a corner all day. Oh, he's given a goal kick. He's given a goal kick. It was a corner all day. But Wednesday going to need a lot of set pieces. I said that for Peterborough on Friday evening, if anyone was watching that stream. And just, yeah, one of those, really. The goalkeeper, David Norris, Will Norris, David Norris, played for Portsmouth. Reece James against Poku. Poku wins that battle early on, but again, a foul on Reece James will win it. You look at both sides, and both sides have got good players. I'm interested to see the Mason Clark against Marvin Johnson and Poku against James and Johnson. I think they're kind of doubling up on them, aren't they, with that back three? It allows you, but it also gives space to the likes of Jack Taylor, the likes of Cipriano, and the likes of Clark Harris. Wednesday don't really have a defensive-minded player in the team, bar the centre-backs, the back line, really. James now. Barry Bannon will whip one in first time with a left peg. Balling's a great ball. Michael Smith will go scrambling. He's asking for a penalty. He's not going to get it. Mason Clark can bring it away now. Mason Clark does really well. Mason Clark drives forward. What a tackle. It's going to be handball. But Mason Clark wins the free kick. Probably 10 yards inside his own half. Liam Palmer, the man who gives it away. And just challenges up the pitch. And that's what the wingers of Posh are going to have to do tonight. Have to really track back, win the ball, drive forward, and try and win crafty little fouls. Because Sheffield Wednesday cannot afford to concede. They're going to be left open. They're going to be left exposed. So I think there is goals in this. I wouldn't be surprised if there was, over 2.5 goals in this game. Liam Palmer already on a booking, and we're 5.5 minutes in. So dangerous territory for that man. And in plenty League One team of the seasons. And he's been an ever-prone in Sheffield Wednesday's 96-point season. But again, Posh just needed to get each minute by minute, and they've not really looked damaged yet, troubled yet. And, when you look at that, Bannon, Patterson, Windass, Smith and Gregory, it is attacking. I just wonder if is it too imbalanced a little bit, where it'll leave you open, and, sometimes, you kind of need that player to kind of float to kind of keep it all together. And sometimes they're the most frustrating players to watch. I look at Vela for Fleetwood. He's one of those types of players where he keeps things going, although he might not score assists as much as you like, or he should do, but he keeps it going. Jack Taylor on the ball now. The man, he signed from Barnet and had a great couple of years at Posh and signed for, I think it was only 100 grand from the non-league side, and already being pushed on to the side of Norris, and Wednesday can fly forward now, and I think it was Patterson who won the ball back. He went for the lob from about 30 yards out, over the bar, but again, collapsed from the Wednesday faithful. It's a good opportunity. They're pressing high on Wednesday, and whatever you said about the performance on Friday night, you can't say they weren't pressing. They kind of probably pressed too much in the first leg of last year against Sunderland. They were too cagey and too timid and too respectful. Probably the other day they kind of went too much into it and kind of got stung. Patterson now will lob it forward and it'll go into Smith. He'll go over Norburn and Barry Banning's got a little bit of space, 40 yards from goal. Barry Banning will go over to the left-hand side. So ball in, is that a penalty? I think that's a penalty. He's given it. It's a penalty to Sheffield Wednesday. It's 7.5 minutes in. The ground is absolutely rocking. And I think it's Ward who gives away the penalty. Barry Banning drive. It's a great ball. Oh, yes. It's clumsy. It really is. I think it's Marvin Johnson who wins a foul off Ward, and 8 minutes into the game, we have liftoff. They've still got to score it. They really do. I said before the stream, when you just kind of need a penalty or something to get them going. It is going to be Michael Smith, the number 24 for Sheffield Wednesday. You know what? I think he got 17 goals in the regular season. Was nowhere to be seen on Friday night, but they can get up and running just in the first 10 minutes of the game. Smith scores it, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and he gives lift off, gives a little bit of that to the home crowd, and it's 1-0 to the hosts. Brilliant, brilliant start from Sheffield Wednesday. Wow. I tell you what, guys, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I tell you what, a question for you. I'm just updating the ticker so you guys from home can follow on if you're not watching the game or so. Would this be the best sporting comeback? Well, certainly in football. I said it was very clumsy. There you are, guys. We're at 4-1. Wow. Do you think Darren Moore will leave Wednesday if they fail? Yes, I do. The boy is good. Inside knowledge for a lone player from about 5 years ago. Respect. Thank you very much, Tony. I still need to go through your team. I don't know if anyone's been watching on Twitter. There's been a trend going around. You've got to pick a team from the last 10 years of your football club, 1 player per year. So if anyone wants to play along with that, or Wednesday put this off, Peterborough deserves liquidation. We might as well hand the league title to them. Yeah, but they won. Sheffield Wednesday won the league in February, so I don't know why Argyle carried on, to be fair. Ben Button or Barnsley, going to be very tough. Penalty it was. Yeah, try not to spoil if that's okay. There's 61 of you guys in the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying it. But it is 1-0 on aggregate. 1-0 on the night, 4 on aggregate. As Mason Clark will drive away from Iorfa. Iorfa absolutely nails into him. And I think they've won. Is he given a corner? He has. But it's the perfect start for Sheffield Wednesday. They've asked questions early on. And, you know, that's all you want, really. They said third goal in the first 15 to 20 minutes. That was the 19th goal this season, the first 15 minutes. So they've got the start. They kind of need another one now before, but also got to keep Peterborough out as the ball comes in. Ooh, header on, as they can bring it away. Again, 25% there. And again, that'll kind of settle them down again, but they've still got to go for it, and they've still got to find that goal. It's a long ball forward. Wednesday going a lot more direct, trying to get out to the wingers, like we said before the game. You know, really use Palmer, Johnson, Windass, Smith, and Gregory, and really pin the Mason Clarks, the Pokus, the Jack Taylors back. They're better players. They're more attacking players. Clark Harris is going to be an outlet today. I wouldn't be surprised if Clark Harris had the fewest touches in the game. But his touches will be holding the ball up, pinning a defender, holding the ball, bringing others into play, winning little fouls. I can see it being a vintage Johnson Clark Harris performance, as Mason Clark will try and take on Iorfa. Interesting battle, this one. You've got a really nippy winger against a 6 foot odd, massive centre half who's very strong and powerful. And you know, Mason Clark is very nippy. Iorfa, I tell you what, is really pinning on him. And you know, Mason Clark is kind of getting a little bit of joy out of him. He's not looking really floated by it. He's loving the battle. There's a battle over here, and Darren Moore's asking for a foul. He's not going to get it. As Peterborough's press early on, it is Patterson who's down. 13 for Sheffield Wednesday. Unlucky for some. It was unlucky for them on Friday night. It was awful. But also, let us know how you're enjoying the summer break, watching the playoffs. I didn't watch last night, unfortunately. And when I say that, I meant Coventry Middlesbrough. I got no interest in Real Madrid against Man City. The EFL comes first. I watched Luton on Tuesday and was fully impressed. I was disappointed with Sunderland. I thought they were a bit tedious, but again, we can watch the next 2 nights and we'll be live here on Coslogs for it. Ward, 30 yards from goal, scored the second goal in the first half for Peterborough the other night. And Peterborough have nipped a ball, and Jack Taylor will try and get in. And I think it's a block by the right centre half in Liam Palmer. He's kind of nips in, really. He can either play right centre half, right wing back, right back. He'll be all over the place today. I think for Wednesday, I think you've got to be organised, but you've got to be willing to cover those holes, really, because there's going to be a lot of them, because they are going to be a bit all over the place. And I wouldn't be surprised if Peterborough scored as Jack Taylor gets into the box and it's away, and it's going to be a long launch up the pitch towards Michael Smith, but a good header by Ronnie Edwards. As Sheffield Wednesday pick up the loose ball, they're just coming forward now. They give the ball away sloppy, and Ronnie Edwards can bring the ball out. We'll go into Jack Taylor. Jack Taylor will turn nicely, but loses the ball again. But Wednesday can't keep all the possession, and Wednesday can settle down now. Kent now for Posh will go to his partner in crime, Ronnie Edwards. A very good pair, still a good age, but experience as well. Played plenty of times for Peterborough this season as well. If you have missed it, we're 15 minutes in almost, and it's 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday on the night. It's 4-1 on aggregate due to Posh winning 4-0 on Friday night. I'd take one, if I was a Peterborough fan, I'd take 1-0 going into half-time. It could be a lot worse. It was always going to be a more difficult game tonight. Totally different game in a different atmosphere. The pitch, looks bigger. The ground's bigger. They're on top of you. But again, Mason Clark now for the Posh. Cipriano, the Cyprian. Again, Poku will drive, and Poku will drive still. It'll go to Jack Taylor, who scored the other night. It'll go out to Ward. Ward will drive the ball in. Oh, again, it's Jack Taylor, the boy wonder, who I really like. Still a good age, very good player. Good with both feet, versatile, run forwards, play forwards. That's all I ever wanted in a midfielder, to kind of drive forward, run forward, look into pockets. And he goes out to Ward, who did score the other night as well, who didn't score half the team did the other night, let's be honest. And again, he was just driven across, and Jonathan Clark-Harris wasn't in the box. Again, these are the types of chances for Peterborough that they're going to have. I can't see him having big chances in the early stages, in the first half especially. I can see him having half chances like that. Maybe when Wednesday start to open up a little bit, they'll have a few chances, and I can see lots of goals in this one. Coventry versus Luton is going to be a cracker. It is, and it's going to be a free kick, and the referee pulls out a yellow card. I think it's on Jack Taylor. It was Windass on Ward. Ward was asking for the foul. It was Cipriano with the foul, the Cyprus-born man. Not happy with that. And it just gives the opportunity for Sheffield Wednesday to load the box up. We've already had 2 bookings already. Cipriano and Liam Palmer. Barry Bannon will deliver this on 16 minutes and 30 seconds if you want to watch at the same point as me. And this is a big chance for Wednesday. Set piece is going to be crucial. Bannon will deliver to the back post. Header on by Smith. And that'll go over the bar. But again, it's a good start by Wednesday. They need to keep this momentum up. Keep having chances. Keep loading the box. Don't get frustrated, because, look, what Friday's gone. You've got to forget about that. Tonight you can do only what you can do. And, if you win 3-0, it's a very good result. And, they're still in the tie. I'd love this to go to extra time. I really would. It's a long ball forward, and it will reach Mason Clark, who again pins that Iorfa. How is he winning that? And it'll go over to Poku. Poku will drive. Poku's beating his man. Poku! What a save, Cameron Dawson. Brilliant save. Absolutely brilliant save. But Wednesday come again. We'll come back to that in a minute. Patterson with a long ball. Michael Smith will bring it down with his chest and done really well. Michael Smith loses the ball. Great defensive work by Poku. Tracking back. I said wingers are going to be crucial in this game. Poku doing really well for his team there in the centre circle. And Peterborough will go back. They don't need to rush it and go back to the goalkeeper. That's all they need to do. Keep the ball, stay composed. They probably should have had one at the other end. We'll come back to that in a minute. It was a really good give and go. And kind of Wednesday were all over the place. But they're all over the place again. And Poker's in behind. There's goals to be had for Peterborough. You know, I know Wednesday need 4 goals. But again, that's without conceding one. And at this moment in time, I don't see him keeping a clean sheet. Ball into the box. Away. And it'll be brought down by Cipriani, who's just been booked. Will go out to Ward. Ward will go into the tricky feet. Frankie Kent now. And Ronnie Edwards will go all the way home to Norris. And there's a tension in the air. You can kind of see that's been built. But that chance, it literally just got to Poku on that right-hand side. And he beat his man down to just shimmy-shammy, beat his man, and it's a really good save. And he went low and hard, driven in the corner. I think it was a foot of Dawson. There was a defender there as well. It might have ended up being off the defender, but I think it was Dawson with a good save. Dawson was at fault for the first goal the other day, but the other 3 you can't really blame him for. The other one's a deflection. The other one's a ball into the box, and no one was there. And the 4th was he made a good save. He kind of hit the crossbar and went back off him. So it's going to be interesting. What have you done to your hair, nappers? Yeah, tell me about it. Turkish barbers. Anyway, so Poku beat James. It was a good save from Dawson, to be fair, with his foot. Any more in the corner, and it is 1-1. And I think it's game on. Love that comment. Hello, Luca. Thank you for joining. Michael Smith scores a penalty and playing darts at the same time. Amazing. Unbelievable stuff. Headed back into the box. Headed away. Oh, is that a foul? The referee says no. Barry Bannon, everyone back for Wednesday for Peterborough. And one thing I'm really impressed with is the defensive line of the Posh. As Wednesday will load up the box and Wall will handball that. It'll go out for a corner. Again, 20 minutes in, they need this, and they need the crowd to really get behind them while they're shooting towards that cop. That could be another big thing. Wednesday shooting towards the cop first half and not second half. You've seen this with Liverpool shooting towards the cop, or when your team are at home and you've got your supporters the louder part of the ground behind the goal. But again, it started well for them. 20 minutes in, and it's Barry Bannon, the former Aston Villa man, and been at Wednesday a long time now. I think he's approaching 10 years at the football club. Bannon will get the ball in, and it'll meet the header, and it's still in there. I hit way blocked. And Peterborough will get out, and Peterborough can launch a counter-attack here. It's Mason Clark against James, and Mason Clark has James for days, and it's a 3-on-2. Players are running forward for him. Shot, driven, good save by Dawson. Mason Clark had options left to right, did really well to beat James. That's what I say. I think with Wednesday, the way they are, they have to go for it. They are left exposed at the back, and I would not be surprised at one point tonight Peterborough scores, because they are so wide open. And they're just saying, wham, bam, thank you very much, ma'am. It's like having a door lock of a What's-It. That's Sheffield Wednesday's defence at the minute. 79% of possession have been Peterborough's in the last 10 minutes as well. So they have largely dominated the ball, but when Wednesday have got it, they've got the ball forward quicker as well. So, yeah, 100 people in the chat almost. So thank you very much for those watching. A long ball forward. Can Michael Smith keep it in? He does, but can't prevent it from going out of play, and he just kind of knocks it out for a throw-in to the away side. Posh are playing a smart game, to be fair. It's a manful one. It is. You've got to play the game. Then they're going to be frozen out for periods, but they'll get chances, believe me. I wouldn't be surprised if this ended something like 4-2 or something like that. I really wouldn't. As Wednesday will load the box up. He'll go out for another corner. I said they wanted a lot of set pieces. As you know, We're at the quarter way now through this match. I know you've got half-time and stuff, but if you ask Peterborough 1-0 down after 22 and a half minutes, would you take it? I think they would. But again, they've got a corner to deal with. Barry Bannon, the arm goes up. It's a good ball in towards the back post. Header from a hit way. Iorfa will kick it back in. It's a volley from, I think it's Gregory. Yes, it is Gregory. About 17 yards out then, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's a comfortable volley and it goes into the palms of Norris, the goalkeeper. And again, Peterborough can settle back home and go again. Mark Gorbish and Wish. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. The bully boy losing to Vandenberg. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a nothing game. As a Cambridge fan, I'd love to have Wednesday come back. Good job I don't support either. Posh have appeared not to turn up yet. As Wednesday will come again. Ball into the box. Oh, it's just over the bar. It's just... Oh, my glasses coming off then. Grace. No, well, that's what happened. It's Windass. Ooh. Again, it's a long ball over. A lot of, long balls. And, Peterborough struggling to cope with it. It's Norburn who makes the error, I think it was. And it comes across to Windass. And Windass just kind of smashes it over the bar. 24 minutes in, and it's 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Peterborough playing a smart game, and they've got to hold the ball when they can, and they've looked dangerous when they've had the ball on a couple of occasions. Mason Clark and Poku both having shots on target. And so Wednesday move from left to right. Marvin Johnson now for the home side. Puts the ball in. The goalkeeper comes. It's not quite out. It's Patterson. Driven across. Scrambled. It's in. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. You would not believe it. Is the impossible about to happen? Sheffield Wednesday giving their fans something to believe about again. And on 24 and a half minutes, it's Sheffield Wednesday 2. Peterborough 0. It's 4-2 on aggregate. Get the ball. Get to the circle line. Game back on. Oh, I bet you those Peterborough fans are going through the ringer. Again, it was another long ball into the box. Had to float the box. Norwich comes. He kind of fists it. And it was, I think it's Patterson who volleys it back into the box from there. Gregory goes in. It is Patterson, the experienced man. It comes to Gregory. Just comes off his weaker foot. And the goalkeeper's in no man's land. It goes past Ken on the line. Wow. Wow. Football. Is the impossible about to happen? That's what I want to know. Peterborough players just coming together a little bit there. There's a flare gone off as well. Wow. So it's 2-0. 4-1 aggregate. Lee Gregory. The ground is bouncing. Is the game back on? Now, I don't care who wins this. I just want a good game. I am a League One supporter, and I just want the best game possible. So, yeah. The comeback is on. 5-3 on aggregate is my opinion. I think Wednesday will win on the night, but unfortunately won't be enough to overturn the deficit. The players are going like that. Now, the one thing that's important, they don't need to get caught up in the emotion. And who better to have as a manager than Darren Moore at this point? Because I'm just saying, they just need to calm down and kind of focus on the task. They've had a great start. I said anything before 45 minutes at 2-0 was a great start. But they still need to keep it tight at the back and still need to go and get another couple of goals. But again, there's a long way to kick off. Peterborough just need to come together because in this first 27 minutes, they haven't been bad. They've had 2 or 3 opportunities through Poku, Mason Clark, and a couple of other chances where they could have got in a couple of times with Jack Taylor and Clark Harris where that chance came into the box for him. But if you could like this video, this stream as well, subscribe if you're new. Plenty of League One content coming over the next 2 or 3 weeks for you as well. There's still 18 minutes to go before half time, so keep the comments coming. And I can't speak. I can't spike. Football, what did it do to me? Jack Taylor will hold the ball up and go out toward on his far side, but Wednesday win the ball back. It's Marvin Johnson now. Marvin Johnson's got options to the far side. Marvin Johnson, amazing little run, kind of going nowhere. Peterborough do well to kind of trap back, pass the ball, wins the throw-in. He had options. They had Patson to drive and really get at them. But again, not Wednesday don't need to be frustrated. Patson been excellent in this first 28 minutes or so. Patterson's one of those players where he can be awful for 4 games and have an incredible game. But that's footballers for you. There's so many players are like that in this division. And they're going to load the box up now. And that long throw can be a weapon. It's going to be going on the goalkeeper's shot, I imagine. Wednesday will hit it. Reece James from distance deflected. It's still in there. Jack Taylor will get it away. And Jack Taylor will try and release Poku. And Poku got the 3rd goal the other night, assisted by his other winger, Mason Clark. Just can't quite get in. Palmer away. They need to settle things down because they look a little bit light at the back. Wednesday will come again now. We'll load the ball in box. Sorry, I was commentating and then they were showing a replay. Can you not do that, please? Like, we're in the middle of the playoff semi-final. I don't care what happened 5 minutes ago. I want to see, this bit. Clace. Does me nothing. Stop showing replay. Show them at half time. Ward. Poku now and Ward will have to go back. Wednesday are pinning them in like sardines. So going to be a long poke forward and that will go back to the grateful hands of Cameron Dawson. Wow. Tell you what, we didn't expect this when we woke up this morning, did we? I said it on Twitter and I got hammered for it. I said, could this be one of the greatest sporting comebacks? For me, no one's ever come back from a 4-goal deficit. Come back from 2 goals and 3 goals potentially, but not 4. Even Liverpool was only 3. Banning now. Barry Banning now. We'll go out to Marvin Johnson. Johnson will win a throw for his side. We're at the half-an-hour point and exactly where I think Wendy would like to be at this point. Reece James can't quite win the air, and the wing backs, I tell you what, I know Wednesday are playing a back 3. Reece James left centre half, and he's flying forward. Like, it's not like he's got a defensive defensive kind of left-sided defender to help him out. He's got Marvin Johnson there who's also attacking. Reece James is flying forward, a long ball forward. That'll be a corner. That's a corner. Yep, corner ball. Comes off Frankie Kent. He's arguing it comes off him all day. But confusion, these long punts forward, directed, getting it out that, youngish back line in Ward, Burrows, Edwards, Kent. It's quite a, I know there's a bit of experience in there, but it's kind of a not great as attacking defensive lineup. But they're going to load the box. They must have had 4 or 5 corners in this first half already. Barry Bannon's going to be the man on it. His corners so far hasn't been the best, but again, there's always an opportunity when Barry Bannon or Wednesday are in town. 31 minutes in, if they get one now, it'd be very, very interesting. They can't quite do so. It's cleared at the first attempt. It's won by Reece James. Reece James will get the ball back in. It's a good ball in. Can't quite get out. It'll come back to Reece James, who will punt it back in. Iorfa will bring it down. Shoots at the goalkeeper. Dominic Iorfa has a go from range at the glance of Norris. And if Peterborough can score 4 at home, then Wednesday can, to be fair. Bolton beat Peterborough 5-0 away from home. Wednesday drew at home to Bolton, beat Bolton away. So anyone can beat anyone. You could say that about anyone. This side beat this side, this side beat this side until it's a chain. But I think Peterborough score tonight. I'm going to say this now. I think Wednesday score 4, but I think Peterborough also score. I just think Peterborough won't not score. The game's so open. Honestly, it is. Honestly, this game should be fitted with a turnstile for how open both sides are. It's ridiculous. Done well, and Cipriano loses the ball, and Ronnie Edwards will drive out now and win the air. He's got Mason. Mason Clark on this far side. Mason Clark will go head-to-head with Iorfa. Mason Clark beats his man. Mason Clark! What a save. Cameron Dawson again. Mason Clark has had Iorfa's number in this first half. You know, he's all over the place. Honestly, it's like... He kind of Mason Clark gives a little bit of a drive, but it goes out to Mason Clark. It's a great ball. Mason Clark goes on the inside this time, uses his right peg. But again, good save by Dawson at his near post with the arm. The saves he's made have been good, but again, you'd expect a goal. Mason Clark and Poku have already had 3 shots between them. And Ward on this far side. This is what Peterborough need more of now. Ward with the ball in. Can't quite damage anyone. And will that go out for a throw into Peterborough? Yes, it does. 12 minutes to go before half-time. I think both sides will be looking towards half-time. I think Wednesday will believe they can get a 3rd goal. I'm telling you, it's that Ted Lasso belief sign at the start of the channel. Start. If you know, you know. If you watch Ted Lasso, let us know in the comments below. What a show. Darren Clark drinking from a bottle of water, hopefully. His team will show a little bit of bottle on the pitch. Gregory now. We'll try and go into Smith. Smith will chase down. But again, Peterborough taking a few risks. We saw that on Friday. He took a lot of risks as well. And make sure you're here this time tomorrow night, as we will be going live with the Barnsley against Bolton game as well. And subscribe if you are new. Mason Clark, again, on Iorfa, wins a foul. Mason Clark has been absolutely tremendous so far. I'm telling you this now, if Peterborough don't go up, I'm telling you now, they have offers for Clark Harris, Mason Clark, Jack Taylor, Poku, that front 4 within weeks. Within probably a week, really. So it's important to go up. But they've always sold on their assets for good money, had good clause in there, and been able to restock and reload. Ward now into the box. Ward is in from a ping from the halfway line. He's got a block. It'll come to Cipriano now, and it'll go out to Poku on this far side. Poku will get the ball in, driven, good block. I think by Reece James, it'll go out for a throw up. Yes, it will. Peterborough starting to ask a few questions on Wednesday to see what are they made of defensively. And Peterborough can have a go. They've been pinned in for the last half an hour, and the last 5 minutes start to show a bit of them true selves. If you're just joining in, we're 35 minutes, 10 seconds in, and it's Sheffield Wednesday 2, Peterborough 0. It's Wednesday 2, Peterborough 4 on aggregate after that 4-0 win on Friday. My playoff bet's already down because I backed Middlesbrough, Barnsley and Bradford. That went well. Middlesbrough went out of the playoff last night. A long punt forward as Patterson will bring it under control. Will lose possession though. Jack Taylor now regains possession, has a look, recomposes and plays a simple pass to his teammate. Poku now will give and go to Ward. Poku gets the ball back 35 yards from goal. Poku will put a long ball over the pitch. Will look for Mason Clark. Will try and link up with his teammate. But again, it's a ball that's a bit overcooked and can't really do anything with it really. 9 minutes to go before half time, and we said if Wednesday got 2 before half time, then they've got a chance, and certainly have now. It'd be interesting to see Wednesday kind of people just taking the kind of the fizz out of the game, which is really good for them. It's a long kick by Dawson, and again Wednesday retain possession but lose possession so easily, and again people can re-go again. I know we are watching on Sky Go, so I do apologise for that. I did say at the start, so yeah, Sky Go basically, because in this room I cannot get Sky. So, and all my other rooms, they're not kind of adapt for filming really. So I can't film my lighting and stuff. So Sky Go is Sky Go. I'll take it. We don't agree with dodgy sticks. They're illegal in this country and we never do them. Wednesday will come again. Ooh. Peterborough taking risks like you wouldn't believe. Long ball forward. Throw in. Throw in. Yeah. Peterborough slowly getting out. Slowly getting out. Who do you think will win the playoff, guys? Let us know in the chat down below. What do you reckon to Bradley Dack to Charlton? Will be an amazing signing. Done deal apparently. Wow. Well, he's from down there, isn't he? So it won't surprise me if he wants to come back. He's an amazing player. He's a Premier League player, in my opinion. Just injuries have caused him, yeah. Hi, mate. How you doing? I don't know anyone can watch the Prem over this. Mate, I don't get that either. Thank you very much for joining in. Is that a corner? Wednesday, I've got another corner. They're loading up that box, getting questions in. And thanks to everyone that has joined the stream so far. I got nearly 100 in. Barry Bannon. Oof, he's a bit light on top now, isn't he? Barry Bannon, the Scottish international. Just kind of gives a little bit of a flicker to his home crowd as well. You fancy Barnsley tomorrow night? I do. I think Barnsley will win tomorrow, and we'll be doing a stream on the channel as well. Bannon will go low. Again, doesn't work out. I don't get that. You get a corner. You've got players like a Higway, Iorfa, in the box. Smith, why are you taking it short on the ground? You've got three of the biggest players in the division in your side. You need a goal. 3 before half-time, and I reckon Sheffield Wednesday are actually favourites. I know that's ridiculous for me to say, but just load the box up. Bannon now. Good ball. Johnson. Corner. Another one. Right. Wednesday, you've got Michael Smith. You've got Gregory. You've got Iorfa. You've got a Higway. Get it in the box. Barry Bannon's got a wand. His corners tonight have been poor. They really have. I fancy Luton in the Championship playoff final. I do as well. I think it'll be a one-goal game, and I think they'll win 1-0. I give me a late second half goal. Bannon now. Ball in. Header on. Still in there. I think it's away by Ronnie Edwards. Ronnie! Liam Palmer now. Launch the ball back into the box. 1 in the air. Iorfa will bring it down. Iorfa again will go into the hands of Norris. And 5 minutes to go before half-time. Interesting game, this. Very interesting game. Ian Evatt is there. Michael Duff is also there on the same line. So you've got Evatt there, and probably about 5 seats along, you've got Michael Duff. So that's an interesting one, I bet. Michael Duff, and into his first year at Barnsley, Ian Evatt, he's an experienced pro now, always 3 years at Bolton, 2 years at Barrow, as Wednesday will try and load up the box and away by Kent. Can't get 2 goals, man. This is crap. There's still a long way to go, Wednesday fans. There's still a long way to go. You score before half-time, I think your favourites. Bannon now. We'll go out to this far side. Ball into the box. Patterson. Oh, he keeps it in well. Doesn't really go to him. And bloody Mason Clark can get on a bit of a breakaway. But simpler just to leave the ball out of play. Mason Clark with a long ball out. We'll try and go to Poku. Poku, does he keep it in? Yes, he does. Tackle. I fancy Bradford for League 2 playoff. I do as well. I went for Bradford. I watched Salford a lot towards the end of last season because I kind of, for Kenzie's sake, I wanted to watch them. And I watched them at Stockport at the end of March. And I watched them again last week against Stockport. I'm going on Saturday against Stockport. And I don't fancy any of them. There's a lot of injuries to Stockport. It's going to be a different game though at Edgeley Park, I think. So, yeah. Hello, Chris. Thank you for joining the stream, mate. Hope you're all well. How are we all doing? How are we all enjoying the off-season, guys? Let us know in the comments down below. The game ticks towards half-time. How would you be feeling if you're a Peterborough fan? Right? I'd be nervous now. I'd be quite comfortable before the game, but I'd be nervous as hell. Burrows will take the throw-in. We'll go into Mason Clark. Mason Clark has had Iorfa's number all night. Burrows, ball in. We'll go off. Was it Jack Taylor? Yes. And we'll go out for a goal kick. It'll be a tight game on both sides. But both of them deserve to go up in fairness. I'm not worried either way who wins. I reckon Ipswich will put in a sizable offer for Taylor in the summer. I think he'd be a very good signing for Ipswich. He's a championship player. He's one of my players that I like. I like a lot of players in League One, pretty much. You know, we're doing this. Since doing League One content, my respect for a lot of clubs have gone up. Well, for every club in League One, because I try and treat every club the same. But, yeah, another flick on, and Wednesday are putting themselves about. There's a player down with a head injury. He's got up now. Yeah, I think he would suit you. And I think you know what he reminds me of? A better version and a more experienced version, a more complete version of Humphreys. Humphreys is very good. Tell you what, I'd love Humphreys on loan at Fleetwood. I don't think he's a championship player. I think you'll keep him to stick around to play 15, 20 games. But I don't think that's the best thing for him, really. And I think a League One loan player playing 40, 45 games last year is the best thing for him. Peterborough have had 60% of possession, have had 3 shots on target to Wednesday's 4, but the only stat that matters is the 4-2 and accurate. Not the 2-0 tonight, the 4-2 and accurate. I reckon if Wednesday are 1 behind with 15 minutes to go, then I think it's an even game, I really do. But until then, Peterborough are favourites. It's all on that next goal now. Getting to 2 is always a tricky bit. Getting to 3 is even tougher. They've kind of, what I'd say they've done, they've kind of took on Everest, got past the first little bit, and now they're kind of getting to the bit where the legs start to hurt a little bit. And you're kind of halfway up. You've got to kind of push yourself to get over that kind of that obstacle to see the finish line. That's what it's like, really. That's what I was thinking in my 10K the other day when I was thinking, oh, I wish I didn't do this. My G Cards, thank you for joining. Again, guys, if you could like, subscribe down below, that'd be massively appreciated. We're so close now to 11K. Our target was the end of the playoffs, so we could hit that. We're only 117 away, something like that. Donny's going up next year. McCann at the wheel. Favourite Burton player? Well, McGilvery. I like him. I like Sam Lavelle, who he was on loan with you. Obviously, I liked him at Morecambe as well. His mum used to actually teach me at school as well. So I kind of always liked Sam for that as well. A long ball forward from the post will go back into Dawson's hands. 4 minutes added on. Hello, Mick. How are you, mate? See you next season, pal. Looking forward to playing you. Not. I think Humphreys will be loaned. All depends on what we do with El Mazzuni and who else we bring in for that position. Yeah, I agree with that. Reckon Peterborough will just about survive this. I reckon. Look, as a game for a neutral, right? Look, if I'm honest with you, Sheffield Wednesday in League One is profitable for my football club, and also it helps this channel out as well. But I want to see the best game possible. I want to, and I've enjoyed this first half, and I wanted 2-0 at half time. We got 2-0 at half time. And it's going to be Cipriano. He'll go out to Ward. Ward will shoot. Deflected, won't go anything, and it will go out for a goal kick. But Peterborough have been okay in this first half. They haven't been out of it. They've had attempts. They've been in the game. It's kind of been Wednesday's, kind of moment. But 2-0 kind of reset, and they're coming out like wounded animals. At 1-0, it's totally different, but they've kept it down to 2-0, and it might not do. Smith now to far side, ball in. Is that going to be another corner? Yes, it is. Tell you what, they've had more corners in this first half, Sheffield Wednesday, than Mullers sell every year. I tell you that now. Windass, the man who wins it, his dad, Dean Windass, one of the most famous goals in the memory in the playoffs for Hull City to win them promotion to the Premier League many years ago. He'll be hoping to do similar on this evening to get his side to Wembley. Ball into the box, better one needed. headed straight away, and I think it's going to be another corner away by Ronnie Edwards, the number 4 for the Posh. Every corner in for Sheffield Wednesday haven't been good enough. And Barry Bannon, he's got a lot more quality than this. Peterborough, a big team as well. Ball into the box, headed on. Oh, I tell you what. Free header, that just seems to be up in the air for ages. It was Smith with the header. He's had another shot. Bannon floats that one in, really. And Norwich was like kind of behind his line then. And, wow. Could be an amazing comeback, but as an Ipswich fan, I'm supporting Borough here. I just want the best side to win, and you can see the 2,000 Peterborough fans behind the goal, travelled in good numbers there. I was in Sheffield last week, and there's a lot of Wednesday fans there, and they were all telling me game's done. But who knows? Who knows? Obviously, I was there for the darts. Like Burton left back. Like the Burton left back. Borthwick Johnson, you on about? They've got a lot of good. I like Kirk as well, Charlie Kirk, and I liked Johnny Smith, who's just been released as well, who I think will go to a championship side or a top end League One side. Wednesday could do worse as well, and having a look at him. I look at all the retainers. Shrewsbury's just released there today. Smith will bring the ball down, and it looks like that'll be it for the first half. Header on away again by Ronnie Edwards. Hickway will win the header, and Peterborough will just kind of keep the ball. Keep the ball to half-time is my advice now. Cipriano, the man. And, you look, ooh, foul there. Soft foul. I think it was Palmer on Taylor. Yeah, it was. Palmer needs to be careful. That early booking in the first 5 minutes could come back to haunt him. The Gas will struggle to keep hold of Collins. What was it? 27 goal contributions this season. On fire, won EFL Player of the Year, which I don't agree with. He was up there. He was in the team of the season, but that was it. And that will be half-time. We're at half-time, and I think Wednesday can be very happy with that, personally. I think, they got to 2-0 at half-time. They're still in the tie. They're in the tie. They weren't in the tie at the start of the game. They're in the tie now. They just need to go and get that other goal, really. Newcastle 2-1 up as well on Brighton. Nathan Aspinall beat Johnny Clayton. So I'm guessing any darts fans in here, Nathan Aspinall now needs to beat Gerwyn Price to go through to the Premier League. So that all depends on that game, really. Any darts fans in here? Let us know. Keep the comments coming, guys, and we will answer them. I think Poole will be asked for League One next season. We've let a few go. Medina, I'm thankful about. We couldn't and should be building a team around him. But the big question is, like always, yeah, it's going to be. Hang on a minute. Will Sadler buy a player for the first time? Hasn't he? He's bought a few since being there, I swear. I think League One's very open next year. I really do. I can just see it being one of those divisions where you don't know who wins it, and you can just see. I can see it being between 5 or 6 teams, really. Battling out for the top 2. I don't see it being like this year where 2 teams get nearly 100, 3 teams got nearly 100 points, because that was ridiculous. Come on, who wants that? Like, Joe Ironside to Wrexham. Christ, that'd be a great signing. Joe Ironside, I'd have him at Fleetwood. I think he's a good player. I still think at Fleetwood, I think we've got 2 strikers now. I still think we need another one. Reading will struggle. I think all 3 that have come down won't be in the top 6 at this moment in time. Blackpool, Wigan and Reading. And I can see the bottom 4, the top 4, the 4 that come up. I can see Orient staying up. I can see see Stephen is struggling, but maybe saying, I think it's disrespect to say the teams that have come down, have come up, will go straight back down. I think that's very disrespectful at this moment in time. What do you think of Vale fans? One of the best. I'd say one of the best fans to come to Fleetwood this year. Blackpool will be the best away game next year. I prefer longer. I don't enjoy Blackpool away personally. One, because we always lose, and two, I much prefer Portsmouth away. Less stress. Thank you. Any surprise in League One clubs retain list? Surprises? Yeah. I think some that released have rejected new deals. I think Ironside and, I think Smith's been released, hasn't he? I think they've probably rejected new deals or kind of been taught, do you want a new deal? Probably can't afford it. Plymouth releasing, Danny Mayer. But again, they're a Championship club now. So there are surprises, but there's a lot of clubs. I think Shrewsbury so far got rid of a lot of dead wood. Vale today have got rid of David Worrell, and he has gone to Barrow as well. He's a good signing for them. I think, what did he get? 22 goals, 48 assists for Vale. Very good servant for the last kind of 5-6 years, really. With proper recruitment, I really do think Burton could push for the playoffs next season. I agree. I think anyone that finished between 10th and 18th last season in League One can push on. 2 years ago, Plymouth finished 18th in League One and conceded over 80 goals. They were the worst side defensively in the division, bar Rochdale, who went down. So anyone can do. Dino Manria is one of the managers of the season for what he did. He came in on 1 point after 7 games. They were pretty much, 7 or 8 points adrift in January. The recruitment was very good in January. A lot of loan signings and Johnny Smith losing. But, again, like you say, the recruitment's important. And I think Burton have done very well. And no one really talks about that, to get to 50 points with a couple of games spare. And people saying, it's laughing that you're celebrating on Twitter. It's Twitter because you've hit 50 points and you stopped up. But it's a huge achievement for Burton to be at this stage. And, Burton towards the end, let's be honest, they're everyone's second team because they were playing everyone at the bottom end and everyone at the top end, really, weren't they? They beat some big sides last year. Wednesday, they beat Barnsley, didn't they? And managed to beat Cambridge, which took it to the last day of the season. So I agree. Great comment, mate. It's going to be an interesting ride. And I didn't see Burton again against Fleetwood last year, but again they beat us 3-2, and that was a typical Burton display. Never give up. Early, an early goal and a late goal as well. Do you think United will stop City from the treble? I think City will do the double. I don't think they win the FA Cup, so I agree with you. I do. Look, as a player, you've got to ask yourself this. If you're playing for Man City, put yourself in their shoes. Some of those players haven't played in the Champions League final. Some of them, it's the second time due to them playing a couple of years ago, losing to Chelsea. Or was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, But this is the first Champions League final in front of a full attendance crowd. There's only 10,000 in, I think, because it was lockdown times. You've got to ask yourself, am I going for that ball? Am I going to do this? I know it's a cup final, but the Champions League, in my mind, would come first. And I don't think that'll be the case with City, but it could be. And this is Man City. I'm going to say this now. If Man United win the FA Cup, they've had a better season than Arsenal because they've done the double. They've won 2 trophies. They've won a League Cup, which is a decent trophy, and an FA Cup, which, my eyes, is the 3rd best trophy to win. They've won the 3rd and the 4th best trophy to win. Arsenal have kind of done the 4th. What Arsenal have done is probably a little bit better than winning the League Cup. By qualifying for the Champions League and finishing second, but not quite as good as winning an FA Cup. So I think Man United, if they finish in the top 4, which they should do, because I think they'll win the games left and get FA Cup and League Cup. I think they've had a better season because Arsenal finished 20 points above them. That 20 points didn't really do anything for them. It's like this. It's like Peterborough win against Wednesday tonight, get through. They finish 19 points behind them. Similar situation. They finished in the top 6. Peterborough would have had a better season if they go to Wembley. It's a failed season for Wednesday to do it. Peterborough, it's weird at Peterborough because this kind of feels like a free hit, really. They weren't really expected to go up. They brought the manager in just to kind of get them through to the end of the season and kind of gone, I heard George Ellick speak, and it's happened on by accident, and sometimes accidents are the best way to something to happen. Reckon Sheffield Wednesday will come second next season. I don't want to hear that. I hear that every year, and I backed them to win the league the last 2 years. I might have a rethink this year. Do you think Barnsley will go up next season if we don't this season? Barnsley will be there because the Michael Duff, they're good at home. They've got a good team. They've got a lot of players in contract. Last year, they had to sort out a new team. This is kind of the beginning of a new team still. They're only in the second year, really. My opinion on Barnsley was kind of the first year, try and challenge the playoffs. If you don't, unlucky. Second year, get promotion. Third year, stay up in the Championship. It's only a couple of years ago, Barnsley were a couple of games from the Premier League. So football is a very strange game. 5 years ago, Luton and Coventry were in the League Two. What was it? Was it 7 years ago, Luton were in the National League? Bizarre. Reading are all sorts of problems and on off the pitch. Exactly. But what I like that League One next year, you've got teams like Fleetwood, like Burton, like Vale, like Lincoln, all saying, we really get our recruitment right. We keep players. It'll be interesting. Also, have a look at retain list, how much of a core teams are keeping as well. And those that are good players. Shrewsbury have got rid of a lot of crap in my eyes and kept the good bits. It's kind of like, they just kept the better players, and that's really important. Will Jerry Yates still stay, be a big signing? I don't think Jerry Yates will stay, and I don't think that's disrespect to Blackpool. Jerry's been good for Blackpool, and Blackpool's been good for Jerry. But you look at Jerry now; he's coming towards his late 20s now, isn't he? I think it'll be time for him to move on and get his move. I don't think Blackpool fans will begrudge that because I think Jerry will do it properly and give him a goodbye. Thank you very much. And let's be honest, Jerry Yates, his career was average before he went to Blackpool. So, he had a very good first year, a decent second year. Tailed off. We had a really good start to this season, tailed off the months, and then but that's in a poor side as well. So it's all hard. And we're all Wednesday, aren't we? Do you think Cov will win the playoffs? I hope so, but I think I can just see 1-0 Luton all over. I can see the paper headlines now. Money isn't everything in the EFL. Luton 20th and Coventry 21, smallest budgets in the league. I keep saying this that money isn't everything, and Plymouth did it on a £4.5 million budget that Rose had in January. It did, but that's agent fee. £4.5 million will go, oh, that's a lot. Well, all right then. You've got a player on £5,000 a week. That's $250,000 wiped off. All of a sudden then, you've got 4.2 million. You've got a player on £200 a week. That's 4 million left. Agent fees. You've got to think about all this as well. Plymouth did very well, actually. A great comment. Thank you for that. Burton definitely won't go down next season. I think they'll come good at the end of the season. I always say sometimes it's important how you end the season to go into the next season well. And you look at Lincoln, you look at Burton, and look at Fleetwood even. Fleetwood got 18 points in the last 9 home games. You ended the season strong. When I look at clubs like Port Vale, like that era, struggled a little bit. Why are we shushing Dar? Well, I did that tweet because all I'd heard for the previous 10 days are insulting comments and then comments saying how they're going to batter little Fleetwood. Fleetwood of this, Fleetwood of that. And I kind of thought, we beat you 2-0. So, Derby are a good football club. I respect them a lot. But 2-0 to the Cods. And it meant nothing in the end. Well, it did for you, not for us. But again, it meant nothing. It was a joke, and I don't mean anything by it. I'm voting Peterborough. They will come back. Fair enough. Luke's coming. I bet Stockport County will win on Saturday. Well, I'm at the game. I think Stockport will win 3-1 and go through. Thoughts on Ryan Broom signing? He kind of swept me away with the signing, really. I know it's a decent enough signing. It reminds me of the Vela signing last year, but no 3-year deal, please. 2 years, no 3. This your first visit since Fylde in the FA Cup trophy, mate? No. I've never been with Fylde with Stockport. I went to the home game at Fylde. I went to Stockport Salford early in the year when you drew 1-1, and Callum Henry scored a screamer. He literally got the ball, volleyed it, chested it down, volleyed it from 20 yards, pinged into the right corner. And I've been against Bromley. Was it Bromley? He played Bromley last year. There's a vlog on the channel. There wasn't a vlog last time, but there'll be a vlog this time. So I've been to Stockport. This will be my 3rd visit now. Oh, maybe 4th next year with Fleetwood. You never know. Do you fancy who do you fancy for the drop from the Prem? Leicester are doomed. It's between Leeds and Everton. I think Leeds will go, and I agree with you on Leicester. So Southampton are done, aren't they? So Leeds, I just can't see them getting a win, really. I think if Leeds get a win, they stay up. Fleetwood, apparently. Thoughts on McCann Macadoni? Good manager. I'm happy with that. The second half should be starting very soon as well. Treat Broomy well, lads. Thank you. Think he's linked with Fleetwood, as well. Is Paddy Madden more a Fleetwood legend or Stockport legend? Fleetwood legend for me. He could be a bit of both. If he wins back-to-back, he's done more for Stockport, hasn't he? Well, he's already done more for Stockport, but he's our all-time leading EFL goal scorer. So it's one of those, really. Looking forward to finals night next Thursday. Surely Gary Pride's going to win the Premier League. Is it next Thursday? Because last year, what annoyed me about the Premier League of darts, I booked the Thursday night off, right? Thinking it's been on a Thursday for 16 weeks. It's going to be on a Thursday. They put it on a Monday night where I had to work, and luckily I was able to watch it. But please confirm that it is next Thursday, so I can definitely watch it. I'm looking forward to that. So as it stands, I'm guessing it's Michael Van Gerwen Price, Michael Van Gerwen, Michael Smith, and then this. I love that. Fleetwood are a good club from a Stockport fan. As are you, mate. Second half, about to start. And Peterborough made 2 changes. Butler and Nathan Thompson have come on for Burrows and Ward. The wing-backs have changed. Got a bit more defensive. Santos, very good player. Well, we are up and running. Keep your comments coming. Keep liking, guys. We will stay around for a bit after the stream as well, as we are underway. And if you are just joining, now it's 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday on the night as they got the ball forward quickly into the box. It's 4-2 an aggregate. Ball into the box will go into Norris's hands as well. I'm guessing the bottom tier are Sheffield Wednesday fans behind the goal that Sheffield Wednesday are kicking. Yes, they are. And Peterborough in the top end, aren't they? Shame about Derby. Want him to do well, especially after his win on night 1. Yeah, he never really picked up for Dobie. The thing is, Dobie's not actually been bad. Like, Dobie's been averaging like 100. He's been playing well. Dimitri Van den Berg, Peter Wright, and those two have been a joke, really. Dimitri should never have been in, really. For me, my Premier League, I don't like this win of the Masters, and 3 days later, all of a sudden you're in the Premier League. I don't like that. I kind of like the thought of it, but for me, I'd have put Cullen in and Humphreys in for Dobie and Dimitri. Darts is a big part of my life, and we'll be doing a channel on it very soon. More to be revealed as the long ball comes forward. We're thinking more TikTok for the dart stuff, as we have been to the last couple of Premier League nights, and we'll be going to the one in Blackpool in a couple of weeks as well. Instruction from Darren Ferguson is surely part of the boss. It is, but I think there's opportunities for them, and I think they've invited pressure. They're a lot more stern and defensively, but also, if they concede another, then foul. But he's just getting through each minute now. The target is kind of get to an hour. It's another booking as well from the referee. Do you play darts? I do. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Pan up. My dartboard's just there. So, there you are. Yes, I do play darts a lot. Probably too much. Literally before every stream, I make sure I throw for, at least 9 darts just to kind of get mentally prepared. Obviously, I don't need to throw any more than 9 darts because I've already checked out 501. Obviously. But again, we're 3 minutes into the second half here, and Peterborough looking to get through to Wembley. I don't play for a team yet. I've only played for kind of just over kind of a year now. Obviously, I'm not a big average hitter. My average has gone up. I'm near 45, 50 average now. Can hit big scores and big checkouts, but I'm just not consistent enough. But no, I've got my own setup. I've got a mark, got everything, and I want to do I've always thought about doing darts content. It's whether people would want it a little bit as well. So I've always thought, well, I'm going to move over to TikTok. So I've set up a brand new TikTok, which I'll put out in the next few weeks as well. Who do you reckon is going to win tomorrow? Barnsley or Bolton? I think I've said Barnsley before, but we'll come to Barnsley tomorrow when it's Barnsley's turn. At the moment, all focus on Wednesday and Peterborough. As Wednesday have got the ball deep into Peterborough's heart, but Peterborough have got bodies back now. They didn't really have this in the first half. And Wednesday's going to have to break them down little by little, as Oasis once said. Reece James now for the home side. He'll go out to Patterson, the man who got assist. Marvin Johnson now. Bannon, another corner. Another corner. Yeah, between 40, 55, really. Anywhere between that. But this is like 10 legs, 15 legs type of stuff that I like trying to play a lot of legs. 501, that is as well. I don't like 301. It's too short for me. 501 is better. Barry Bannon now will whip the ball. He needs a good delivery, and it's a better one. Header on! Just over the bar. First real glimmer. Michael Smith kicking himself. He lost in the darts. He scored tonight. He should be on a brace. Better ball in by Bannon, and Smith just heads it. Just doesn't really need to move anywhere. You know that's a good corner and a good space to be in when the striker doesn't have to move. He's literally header on. And Darren Moore applauds. There's still time to go, and Wednesday's still in this. I think they've got till the 75, 80 minute mark to kind of get a goal. To get one before 85, give it 10 real minutes to get a goal. All hands to the deck. Long punt over. A header on. What are you guys saying? Let us know your score predictions down in the live chat below. Keep an eye out for the league. Oh, yes, I watched him at the UK Open. He went through about 4 rounds, didn't he, as well? There's another lad as well that went through who played Gerwin Price and won a couple of legs off him. Yeah, he was a very good player. I hope Adrian Lewis comes back. One of my favourite players. Callum Reed's another one of my favourites, kind of struggling at the moment as well. There's not many players I really don't like. There's a couple, but not many. Wednesday, bring the ball down now and try and get into the feet of Michael Smith. As Edwards tries to see the ball out, that's not going out. Ronnie Edwards is going to have to see it out. And he puts it out for doesn't quite go out for a throw. Wednesday win possession. Ball in, into the box, overhead kick. Oh, what a save! What a save! Oh, that would have been spectacular. With 51 minutes on the clock, it could have been 3-0. What a save by Norwich in the Peterborough United goal. What a tackle, Barry Bannon. But Wednesday can come away. People can come away with it. Barry Bannon again, crunching tackle. This game has intensified. Come to life. Ball, good tackle. Out on the far side, Marvin Johnson now puts the ball across. We'll go into the grabs of Norris. Oh, I'm tired now. Ref, sub, replacement. Oh my Lord, overhead kick, and Norris just stretches with his right boot. He's Gregory, and he goes by the name of Gregory. Oh, that was spectacular. Just squeaking in that corner. Norris just does enough. Wow. 52 minutes, and it's 2-0. No, I don't. Sometimes. No, what I do, and I'm not the only one, sometimes I have a little break, play Chiefs and Suns as I'm going out with me darts and pretend I'm going off the stage. Because it's the only time I'm ever going to get on. 5-4 Wednesday. Yeah, Jack Mott's great entertainment. He just needs to kind of get back to where he was. Even if he just does a Barney and has a couple of, maybe I don't think he's break. I think he'll come back after the match play. I do. Barney did it. Took a short break, came back and got to the Grand Slam semi. He did. Could have won that. He went 5-0 down, didn't he, as well? So, haven't seen live darts for a few years, but has some crazy nights live at the darts. You can't beat it. You need to get to Nottingham's not too far from you, is it? They have darts. There's a few round about you. Honestly, next year, I'm sure Alfie would love it as well. Yeah, but 53 minutes in, and it's 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. A couple of good attempts. There's been 7 shots on target in this game. 9 shots on target with the goals. But again, there's been a couple of good saves from both goalkeepers. As Norwich will launch that up the pitch. Iorfa will win the battle. As Wednesday can come again. A long punt forward. And if it does go to extra time, guys, we will still be here. So you're not getting rid of me just yet. And if there's 90 people in the chat, if you could subscribe if you are new, it'd be massively appreciated. Tomorrow, we have got a very special video. So, yeah, keep your eyes tuned for that. We've got Tom from 4-0 written all over it. We've got Jake from the Young Fan Podcast. And we've got Jack from the Young Fan Podcast. And we've got Jake from Stays West Podcast on as well. All 3 great lads, 3 that I love working with. That we will be doing some work in the in next season as well. But yeah, cracking entertainment when we filmed it. We filmed it the day after this first leg game as well, so literally straight back at it, and we were on a call for 3 hours. Put it that way. It was intense as Wednesday looked to launch the ball back in, and I think Peterborough are nearly there to the first objective: get through that first 10 to 15 minutes. If you look, Sheffield Wednesday have had a couple of attempts. The crowd really getting behind them, but I think kind of 2-0 at 54 minutes. I think kind of both sides would have accepted that at the start of the game, really. I think kind of Peterborough still in the game, but Wednesday are in the game as well. Haven't played for years, but the last time I played darts was for my local pub. I've played a couple of times for a team, but then I got ill, so then I've not been back since, unfortunately. So I kind of just want to get to a good level and then start chucking. I can see my throws getting better, which is good as well. I don't really play against people. Sometimes I get play against my friends, or sometimes I've just play Russ Bray app, brilliant app if you're into your darts. Peterborough, remember when Darren Ferguson came into the football club, we're only averaging 1.45 points a game, and I've been on a great run since. And they're averaging nearly 2 points a game. Wednesday did that for 46 games. He got over 2 points a game and couldn't quite manage automatic promotion. Johnson now will win a throw as we're 11 minutes into this second half. I probably think you're 40 minutes to go. So Wednesday have to start asking questions soon. As it's another foul. Nathan Thompson, the man who conceded the throw in this time, but Wednesday edging up the pitch. 41% of the players been, now kind of 89% have been in the halfway line or above for the home side. And that'll be another corner. They're going to have to start asking questions, and they have to start to do so. It's not the best news, but at least the Burnley fan has been charged with Tony's death. It was sad that. Look, do I agree with what happened after the game? A fight's happening? No, but it's sad, and rest in peace to Tony. That's kind of my take on it. Barry Bannon now with the ball in. Sheffield Wednesday legend, can he write himself in to legend book even more with a special performance tonight? Not quite so far tonight. He's been kind of poor, set piece wise, Barry Bannon. For a man that's got 20 goals plus assists this season, one of the the standout players every season in Scarlet League One. Patterson with a long ball forward as well, very involved for the second goal where Lee Gregory scored. 57 on the clock, a swerver. It goes all the way. That looked to be a foul on the Peterborough man, not given. Reece James will attempt to bring it down. A very poor attempt to bring it down. Will head it on again, and Peterborough can bring it away with Thompson, who decides to go long. Again, a minute closer for the Posh. Nearly at an hour. As every minute ticks on, Peterborough fans will be loading up Ticketmaster very shortly. Good news, Fleetwood are moving to Ticketmaster. Can't wait. Cipriano now. Oh, we need a goal. We need a goal in this game to kind of liven it up a little bit. And that will have to go to Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, because I think if Peterborough get it, it's done. Michael Smith can't quite bring it down. As Peterborough look to bring the ball away. Poku now. Jack Taylor will go out to Mason Clark. Mason Clark will try and take on Iorfa. Mason Clark will go on the inside of Iorfa. Mason Clark will put the ball across. Ooh. No one really in there asking questions. As Johnson Clark-Harris was running towards the back post. Had a quiet game, JCH. But one that we thought we'd have, really, if I'm being honest with you. What are your takes on the games, guys? Let us know in the comment section below. Reece James now. Can we see Wednesday scoring another one? Let us know in the chat. Iorfa now, a Hickway. I kind of think 75 minutes is kind of where they need to get a goal before to make it really interesting. I think if they get a goal before 75 minutes, the favourites. James. Marvin Johnson. Ball across. Back post. Deflected. Still in there. Corner. Corner. Yeah. Another corner. Tell you what, they've had a lot of corners tonight, Sheffield Wednesday. I think that's about 8, 9 maybe. They've only had one that's been very good, and that was a Michael Smith header that went over the bar. We're at an hour stage now as well, so that's important to take in note. Ball in, deeper this time. Header on, away, and Peterborough look to try and clear the lines they do. Who win in the second leg between Carlisle and Bradford? I think it'll be 1-1. Bradford will get through. Header on. Iorfa will try and flick it back on. As there's no one really back for Sheffield Wednesday. And Reece James, he's all over the place. As Liam Palmer will flick this on. This Wednesday defensively, there's no one there for them to kind of sweep up to come again. So kind of like they have to restart everything again. Iorfa high up. Poor ball, and Peterborough can clear the line. But Wednesday will look to press through Michael Smith. Still life in this game. As we come towards the final 30 minutes. James, Bannon. Quiet game for a Barry Bannon like, but pretty much everyone's up bar the 2 centre-halves for Wednesday. They've had it a good go. And this is where you start thinking, if only on Friday we did this. Only on Friday we did this. Oh, good press by Michael Smith. But again, we'll only go out for a throw-in to the Posh. I tell you what, Peterborough deserve a massive amount of credit for how they've been since conceding the second goal, because they could have crumbled, but they've been really good, really good resolute as well. So a massive amount of credit for that. As Johnson Clark-Harris is very deep for his side. It's Poku, the one who's pressing. But again, Wednesday can't really get anything going at this moment in time. Marvin Johnson now, he's got Reece James in front of him. Marvin Johnson will put a ball into the box. Will go to the back post. What a save. It's another good save, and it'll go out for a corner. No, it won't. They'll keep it in. Wednesday will have another bite of the cherry. Ball to the back post. James volleys. Blocked away by Nathan Thompson. Reece James will put the ball back in. Away by, I think it was Kent. And Cipriano can bring it clear. Oh, chances galore, lads and ladies. Butler now. And Butler, the former Newport man. Remember scoring one of a really good goal against Fleetwood just a few years ago as well. A long punt up the pitch for Michael Smith. Michael Smith loses possession though. Keep the comments coming, guys, as well. That'll be appreciated. Keep churning along your thoughts on the game if you are watching. Newcastle 4, Brighton 1. 2 goals in the last 2 minutes for Newcastle. I think that'll seal top 4 then, won't it, for Newcastle? Mason Clark now against Iorfa. 27 minutes to go. Mason Clark will put a ball in. We'll go towards Johnson Clark-Harris. Can't quite get there. Does Dawson scramble it from going out for a corner? Yes, he does well there. Wednesday needs to up the tempo again as they go short to Marvin Johnson. Marvin Johnson will go long into the head of Smith, but it'll go all the way to the far side. I think it'll go to Patterson. Can Patterson keep it in? We'll drive it across, scrambled away, blocked away at the front post, throwing. And we'll have another chance to use the weapon of Patterson's long throw. Ferguson was notorious with heavy fitness sessions, so he's will his son before. Yeah, exactly. Schumacher at Plymouth is bad for it as well. He had his plays on the beach, didn't he? Running on the sand and against the Marines in the summer period. Worked for them. Patterson, ball in, header on. Will that go for another corner? I think that comes off the Peterborough man. It does. And with 26 minutes to go, the questions keep coming, but they're not questions we're getting anything purpose from. They're kind of questions, but you're not really getting anything reply from, really, where there are questions, really. Kind of questions that the media ask managers normally after a heavy defeat. Bannon, ball in, away by Johnson Clark-Harris, important one. Reece will head it back in. Iorfa, scrambled across. It'll come to Patterson. Aikwe will put that. It'll be kept in by Barry Bannon. Bannon now will try and beat his man. Bannon twists, poor, and then Poku can bring away for Peterborough. He's got Mason Clark in front of him. He tries to go, but a good interception there by Reece James. Reece James has been everywhere for Sheffield Wednesday. Had a good game. Out to Marvin Johnson on this far side. Marvin Johnson will go to Michael Smith, who will bring the header back in, and it'll be away again. But again, as far as Bannon, he'll hit that. He'll deflect off the Peterborough man. And again, he'll go out for another. They're loading it up Wednesday. They're starting to put the pressure on again. 20 minutes into this second half. Johnson now. Scored against Fleetwood on Boxing Day. The former Middlesbrough man. Barry Bannon now. Johnson. James. Peterborough got a lot of men back. Bannon. Ball in. That'll be a foul. Wednesday to score the next 15 minutes to stand any chance. I do. It's getting towards that desperate times now, aren't they? Really. I can agree with that. Oh. But that chance, it was a ball in, volley, comfortable at Norris. It was Windass with the shot. It was, again, he went with the side of his foot. I didn't really get any purpose on it, Josh Windass. Josh Windass is a good player. They missed him when he was injured. Unfortunately for him in his career, he's just been injured too many times. But this is a better performance on Wednesday. They're going to go out dignified if they lose tonight. It's just one bad day at the office has cost them. But Peterborough still winning this, but still not there. They've got a lot of hard work to do. I'd still say there's half an hour left in this game. So there's still plenty of ups and downs to go. Liam Palmer now. Marvin Johnson out to Bannon. Bannon needs to get more involved in this game. And Bannon, when he puts balls in like that, he is involved. Scrambled across, volleyed. Over Norris and Patterson with a volley, but it's blocked. And Mason Clark can bring it away. But we'll go back to Butler. Butler will go into his centre-half partner. And again, Wednesday put pressure on. And people are struggling to get out. And again, they're doing well. It was Norris with an important punch. He's had a good game, Norris. Patterson, again, what a block by Ward. Again, I think he don't think he would have scored. I think he had the goalkeeper still to beat, and I don't think he beats him. But again, Butler can now get this game away. We're halfway through the second half. We're 3/4 of the way through this match in normal time. Peterborough are 75% of the way to Wembley. Only, they've not had a lot of possession in Wednesday's half in the second half, but you don't expect them to. Let's be honest. Poku now. And also, he's playing for his mate Johnny Clayton. So I bet that will have an impact. Meeting Price. Because obviously they're both Welsh and good friends, Johnny Clayton and Gerwyn Price. Long punt up the pitch by Norris. Be won by James. He's been brilliant, James, today. A Higway. We'll go to Dawson, and Dawson kind of just needs to start to ask questions. These are desperate times now for Wednesday. Flicked on. Can Michael Smith get there? I wonder how long it'll be until Wednesday look at making a substitute. Wednesday just a little bit frustrating at the back to watch, I think, here. Long pump forward. One in the air. Will it go to Michael Smith? It will. Michael Smith can't beat his man. I'll go out for throw. Price has battered the ferret the last few times. Yes, Price has been battering everyone, let's be honest with you. I am reading the comments. I'm watching the game and reading the comments as well. It is tougher than it looks, believe me. Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do a bit of both. It's tough time in the playoffs, believe us. 20 minutes of normal time to go. It's 2-0. Time's ticking. And as minute goes on, Peterborough are taking leaps. I wouldn't say steps, leaps to Wembley. Windass now. They're in a deeper role. When just can't get in at this minute. Wednesday are coming again. A long ping. Marvin Johnson now on this far side. Been impressive this season. Palmer now. Into the box. Scramble. Reece James. Oh, it's in! It's 3-2! It's 3-0! It's 3-0, Darren Moore! Hillsborough is going mental! There's 20 minutes of normal time left. I said Reece James has been the best player on the pitch. Man of the match in my view. The Peterborough players all come together with 20 minutes to go. It's Sheffield Wednesday 3, Peterborough 0. It's 4-3 on aggregate. Are we really seeing the greatest comeback in sporting history? Wow, what a goal. It all started from the back. Liam Palmer drove forward. Reece Jones gave him the nod. Nice little flick on from Gregory to leave the ball and just let it carry on to James. James still had work to do. He just kind of cuts in, puts it under the keeper's legs. We have lift off. It's Sheffield Wednesday 3, Peterborough 0. And it's Wednesday 3, Peterborough 4 on aggregate with 20 minutes to go. Plus, I'd expect a minimum of 5 minutes added on. Wow. I love this game. Now, everything we said that Wednesday needed to do, they've done. They've done. Bar, get it to 4-0. So, we said, if you guys can remember, get a goal in the first 15 minutes. Get it to 2-0 by half time and get it to 3-0 by 75 minutes. Well, they've done it 5 minutes early. We're at 72 minutes now. 70-19 they scored. Wow, we have a game on. I am glued to my screen. This could be the greatest League One game or comeback we've ever seen. I always say, I said before this game, nothing's impossible. This game could be impossible, but it's at Hillsborough. And having a game at home in front of 25,000, 30,000 Sheffield Wednesday fans is massive. Wow. My old heart cannot take this, and we could be going the distance. I said they're taking leaps, they're now taking tiny little steps, because there's at least 25 minutes of injury time. And if Wednesday go out like this, 6 days ago, they were disgusted. It was the worst performance in their history. But they would go out with pride. And I said that fourth goal could have been. I said at 3-0, anything was possible. I'd love this game to go to injury time. Can't hack this. Bloody hell, surely not Wednesday. Hey, my team going to get promoted. Oh, keep coming. Come on the Owls. Wednesday. Oh my God. Wow. Reece James has been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If you are a League One fan, you know, support even a club that went up from League One this year or went down. Get subscribing, guys. It will be massively appreciated. We're so close now to 11,000 subscribers, just 117 off as well. And we will be here tomorrow night from 7:45 as we watch Bolton take on Barnsley take on Bolton in the second leg. It's 1-1 there. We couldn't watch the first leg because we were at Salford, but we did watch the game, and it was an interesting one. As Wednesday have got the crowd up again. It went a little bit flat, but again, they're bouncing again now. 16 minutes of normal time to go. I probably would say there's 22, 23 minutes to go, and they've got a chance. They've done everything right now. Got an early goal, got a couple of decisions their way as Peterborough fans sat down, nervous as hell, just looking at that clock. How important could that Cameron Dawson couple of saves in the first half be? How important could that deflected goal from Ward be? How important can that Jonathan Clark-Harris header last week be? How important could that goal be for Sheffield Wednesday? We're getting towards that stage where little bits in the two-legged sides that we all type of forget of come back. But again, there's a lot of stoppages, and there's going to be added time with subs, bookings, goals and stuff like that. I'd be surprised if there wasn't 5 or 6. But Peterborough are still in this, and they deserve the respect they need. But they're in the upper hand with 15 minutes to go. We're in the last 15 minutes, the last 6 for this game, the last 12 for this tie. Peterborough have been leading for literally, let's be honest about it, for the last kind of 120 minutes of it. And, you know, deservedly so. But Wednesday tonight have been brilliant all over the pitch. A little bit suspect defensively at times, but their aim was to be attacking-wise, and they had to put out a team to do that. Peterborough have changed the wing-backs. They went for Ward and Burrows at the start and gone for Butler and Thompson since the break. A long punt up the pitch. And Peterborough intercept again. Norburn does really well. A hit where wins the header. As James will come in again. He's been everywhere, Reece James. As Sheffield Wednesday come again. Whatever happens, they can be proud tonight as Dominic Iorfa drives forward, runs forward. Absolute machine. Dominic Iorfa, ball into the box, away by Ronnie Edwards as they're going to load it up again. Another long throw from the arms of Patterson. It's 3-0 to Sheffield Wednesday with 15 to play. Wow, what a game. I love this game. Football is life. As Wednesday can load up the box, they put the ball in. It won't go anywhere. It will go out for a posh goal kick, and posh fans can breathe a sigh of relief for the next 30 seconds as they get towards 77 minutes now. 20 shots to 6 on 6 for Peterborough, 8 shots to 3 for Peterborough as well. 44 touches in the opposition box, 10 for Peterborough, 45-55 possession now. Darren Moore is normally that type of manager that stands there, you know, with his arms crossed. Tonight, he's gone all in for it, and he is loving it and breathing it like a supporter would. And he might not be the greatest manager in League One, but he lives and breathes for that football club. Missing Harvey already. August can't come soon enough. You never know. This could be the time next year. Up the cards. Exactly, mate. It's that time to believe again, and I love that. Still a lot of work to be done in the summer. Tell you what, Peterborough fans, how are you feeling? I know there's probably none in the chat. They're all probably, at the game or watching the game. But how would you be feeling if you're a Peterborough fan? If I'm a Fleetwood fan, I'm a wreck. I am a nervous wreck. I'm a nervous wreck watching. It's not even my two teams. I don't really care on the outcome, really. I said Wednesday winning up the pitch again. Liam Palmer again. The man heavily involved for the second goal. He's gone over about 3 people and still out on this far hand side. Liam Palmer needs a bit of support and he gets support. Ball into the box. Nobody there. The back post scrambled across corner. It's corner with 12 minutes to go. Liam Palmer does also well. And it comes across. It's a corner ball in. And so it's a cross comes in for Marvin Johnson who puts the ball across. It's blocked and Barry Bannon will have a chance to deliver it. Barry Bannon needs a good delivery. He wanted to go short, but the referee says, you're stopping here. Barry Bannon will get this ball in. Bannon, ball in, header on. Iorfa! Good save, Norris. Oh. Big chance again. Iorfa's had a couple of shots on target now for a defender. Please. It was just Iorfa. It was a glance and header. It was a save, but scramble in there. Bodies, people react differently. And that's what it could be now. It could just be an instinct of 1 second that kills the game for Wednesday. Darren Moore is literally on his knees. I think so are most of the 30,000 inside Hillsborough tonight. On the knees for a 4th goal. The one that matters. One that the three goals mattered for to bring a 4th. They're going to make another sub. Peterborough. They're bringing off Pelku's had a good game. Very good in the first half. Second half, not done as much. And Josh Knight will come on a defensive change. That's all that matters now. One thing I will say, making these subs are fine. I think they'll go. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they line up. Maybe put Taylor on the far side, go 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. Could be anything here. Could be anything. Or 3-4-3. We'll see. But these changes, it'd be good if they got through for them. But if Wednesday score, all of a sudden then, you have Mason Clark Harris and Taylor as your only 3 outlooks. You've kind of taken off your 2 attacking wing backs that are very good for you. And you've taken off an attacking winger. And you put 3 defensive-minded players on, let's be honest with you. So when they get the 4th goal, then, look, I know they've got another opportunity to make another couple of subs because they've used 2 windows, but you never know. Michael Smith will hold the ball up. Michael Smith will play a 20-yard pass into the feet. I think it's Patterson in the end. Patterson on this far side now. Ball into the box. Needs to be a good one. No one there again. It will go to Marvin Johnson, who keeps in. He's had a decent game. Lively. Johnson does well. James ball in. Scramble, blocked away. And Wednesday will come again. 9 minutes to go. The clock, honestly, is not going quick. It's going quick for Wednesday, but slow for Peterborough. Ball in by Barry Bannon. Is he held off? Windass, the referee, says no. As well. What we all thinking about VAR in the playoffs, guys? Let us know in the comments below. I absolutely love your vlogs and the passion. Thank you very much. Oh, the goalkeeper's come. He's missed it. And he's no foul given. Norris come. He's come a couple of times and missed the ball tonight. And kind of flapped at it. You don't want to be doing that when you've got Iorfa, Michael Smith, those types of players. I don't think Wednesday made a sub yet. I don't think they've needed to, really. But they all starting to look a little bit tired out there. But the relentlessness keeps going. It's back with Reece James. It keeps coming. Reece James knows he needs another one. It's, a 3-0 win over Posh on any given week is a superb result. I'm going to swear then. It was a superb result. Tell you what, Windass could have had a penalty there. Bannon puts the ball across, and on replay, he's holding him a little bit. It's a really good result, isn't it? 3-0, but it's an awful result because you'll score 3 and Margaret. The playoffs. And I knew it. I was going to do something tonight, and I just had that little bit of feeling something special would happen. Yeah, but thank you very much for the support, mate. Wednesday got this. Wonder why Ferg went back to Posh for the 3rd time. Wanted a job. You know, nothing to lose. 6-month contract. If he did well, they'll probably keep him on. Let's be honest. How can you? Yeah, my good friend Sue's on the ball as well. 130 people watching. Thank you very much, Sue. Yes, get liking, get subscribing. The more people that like brings more people into the channel, so it would be appreciated. With 7 minutes to go, it's getting towards do or die for the home side. They can't keep it, and it's just going to come back. Jonathan Clarke-Harris has been isolated tonight. We always knew he would be, but it's all about when he gets the ball, just holding it on, bringing people into play. Long kick by Dawson up the pitch. Banning now. Wednesday looking to get up the pitch, as Gregory will chase Frankie Kent. A reminder of your two teams' latest teams as well, because they have made subs. We've not changed on the offer. Norris, Thompson, Edwards, Kent, Butler, Norburn, Cipriano. Mason Clark has now gone off as well. Taylor, Poku and Clarke-Harris still on the pitch. Long ball kicked forward as I think it's Iorfa will win the header, and Wednesday struggled to get momentum going in this last 3 to 4 minutes. Clarke-Harris looking poised, and Mason Clark's had a very good game today. He's done what needed of him defensively as well. And look, in the attacking sense, he's had a couple of shots on target, been bright, could have scored. The bottle comes out again from Darren Ferguson. Will the bottle from his players stay the same? I'd say there's a good 10 minutes left in this game, and you just got to kind of keep thinking about getting through each little moment. Don't think about the end result. Smith does really well, holds the ball up. 17 goals for that man this season, 18 with his goal tonight. Reece James gets the ball off Barry Bannon, and Barry Bannon will get the ball back and will go out to Reece James, a goal scorer of the 3rd. And his cross will be blocked. It'll be another throw-in for Wednesday. It'll be quickly taken by Barry Bannon as Peterborough have to reset quickly now. Barry Bannon now will get the ball and it'll come out 20 yards from goal. And it'll go out on this far side, and it's a good block away. Patterson now with an undercut pass. I tell you what, Peterborough could have been in. Dominic Iorfa will step up from midfield. He wants a foul. He's not getting a foul. Barry Bannon to this far side now. Can get a cross in on this far side. No one there again to attack it. And it will go out for a throw into Peterborough. 4 minutes now to go. There's some tired bodies out there, and Dominic Iorfa is one of them. I don't think they've made a sub Wednesday. I think a bit of cramp hitting in. I'd be making one if I was Darren Moore. But it's those decisions now that mean more. Peterborough fans on their knees for a result. I tell you what, those Peterborough fans look like they've aged about 50 years in the last 5 minutes. Oh my Lord. Football, this is why we do it. We've all been there. We've all been in that situation where we've been in the stands and we've been hoping, to pull off a result. One goal to the good. With 5-10 minutes left to play, the opposition are putting balls into the box, testing your goalkeeper. We've all been in that situation, hold on to a 1-goal lead, and it's horrible. But when that whistle goes, it's the best feeling in the world, and some big results happening for every team in League One this season. And this could be the biggest of them all to take them to Wembley and one step away from an immediate return to the Championship, as Wednesday will get the ball back in. It's going to be another throw-in. Will Vokes is going to come on to the home side. It's going to be another booking from the referee on Taylor. Norris, Butler, Thompson, Kent, Edwards, Norburn, Cipriano, Knight, Taylor, Poku, Clarke-Harris for Peterborough is the lineup. Wednesday unchanged, about to bring on Will Vokes with 3 minutes to go. Jack Taylor, the man who's booked. Peterborough slowly but surely getting there. And it is going to be Reece James. He's been everywhere tonight. 87 minutes of good work. And it's Will Vokes who sprints onto the pitch. Fresh legs for Wednesday. Giving a bit of an uproar to the crowd and to the players. Giving instructions. I think he's about to take... Tell you what, he's just sprang from one edge of the pitch to the other. I'd be like, I'm blowing now, mate. Get me back off. As he uses the towel. Long throw by Will Vokes. Scrambled. And Mason Clark can look at it. He'll go back to Butler, and Butler will go long, and Peterborough can launch a bit of a counter-attack, but Wednesday gets back. Another header away from the Peterborough man. Michael Hickway will win the header. And it'll be a free kick to Wednesday. They can load this box up now. We are getting towards the final stagings. We follow Blackpool FC. Okay. Yeah, we follow Matt. Yeah. Cod Army up the Cods. Up the Mags tonight. We're coming towards that final stages. Keep the support going, guys. The Apple Watches are out from Darren Moore. I wonder what his heart rate is right now. I wouldn't want to know. I would not want to know. Barry Bannon now will get this ball in. Bannon, 30 yards from goal. Dink the ball back in. Can't be headed across. Vokes. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. And he'll kick it to the crowd. 1 minute to go. Maybe 5 minutes added on. There's still a chance. But Peterborough, I would say, have loaded up their computers. They've loaded up Ticketmaster. And they just need to put the username and password in. That's all they need to do. But again, they might have forgotten the password. They might have forgotten the username. They might not have created an account yet because the job's not done. It's a long kick forward and it'll try and reach Clark Harris, but Peterborough managed to get the ball. It's going to be 6 minutes added on. 6 minutes added on in this one. Long kick forward. It's still with Wednesday. Barry Bannon now. 6 minutes to play. Ball into the box. Can't do nothing with it. Still not clear. Vokes. Can he beat his man? Scrambled in the box and it'll come to Norris. And again, Norris will take and he will hold on. Got a feeling Wednesday score oh. Imagine that happens now. Imagine that happens now. Look, I'd love extra time. I'll be honest with you. But again, Peterborough, if they do it, they've deserved it for that first half, that first leg performance. They've had it tough tonight. But they've responded well to what Wednesday have thrown at them. Dominic Iorfa is knackered. Get him off the pitch. Like, Peterborough getting behind their team as well. They know their fans, those players need their fans right now. Iorfa has to go off the pitch, obviously due to physios coming on. Iorfa looks knackered though. He's coming off and Flint's coming on. Aidan Flint. Just had the notification. My mate said that at Bolton, obviously the notification, Bolton scored and they scored 20 seconds later. Well, that was about a minute added on. So I reckon we're going to play for at least nearly 98 minutes here, I bet, as the goal kick goes forward. So we've still got 5 minutes left, pretty much. Johnson now, Bannon. It's do or die, now or never. This could be the difference between Peterborough playing at Wembley or another year in League One for Wednesday? Or will there still be hope for Wednesday? Long header in, away again. Clark Harris will hold that ball up. That is what Clark Harris can do, but again, he's put it out of play. That's also what Johnson Clark Harris can do. We're at 93 minutes now. I am a little bit behind. I am on Sky Go, but they'll be played for 97:30 minimum here. Marvin Johnson beats his man. He's going to get a foul for that. Nathan Thompson, the man, going. Come on Wednesday from a Glasgow Rangers fan. If you've not already subscribed, please do so. We've got 172 of you guys in the chat. The most has been in here for a long time. So if you could subscribe, that would be appreciated. Wednesday going to have to load this box up now. Johnson will launch the ball forward and we'll go into Norris's grateful hand and he will go down. You need better balls in than that. All that suffering, all that 46 games, all those victories, all those 96 points that you earned, you know, home or away, that playoff defeat last week could have cost you all the effort tonight. And he's kind of the hope that kills you, and they've had a lot of hope tonight, Wednesday. And it's kind of, they dangled the carrot. That's what they've done. But they've not been able to get through for their supporters. It looks like. There's got a couple of minutes left. Peterborough fans looking on. Coming the house with Tractor Boy. Couple of minutes left. Michael Smith, gives the ball away. He can't be doing that. And Clark Harris can hold the ball up. He puts the ball forward. Again, out of play, but Johnson Clark Harris, it's just anywhere will do, as long as it's not in their goal. A minute and a half left, but Clark Harris is down, playing the long game. He said he's going to be fine. So he said, you might have to go off for 30 seconds. He's fine. There's a few, I'll say a few. I think there's 22 tired bodies out there. Well, maybe the subs, but a long kick forward as Wednesday will come again. Again, Mason Clark holds the ball up well. A hit way will win it though. 95 now on the clock. Marvin Johnson. Johnson will put the ball to the back post. Header on. Norris will there. That was the moment that we all thought that again the sigh kind of happened. Everyone held the breath. But it looks like that could be it. Maybe one last chance. There's always one more chance in the playoffs. There's probably a minute left of this thrilling tie. Norris has taken absolutely ages taking this goal kick. And you know what? I cannot blame him one bit. The ball takes ages to come down there, as Wednesday will launch the ball forward. Now or never for the home side. Flint keeps the ball in, but again, it won't go to anyone. When people will go home and launch up the pitch. We are at 96. We are at 96 minutes. So long punt up the pitch. And that will be it. That will be it. That is it. As David Norris, second time I've done that. Norris literally gets the ball, scrambles and drops on the ball. That is shithousing, and I love it. 96 minutes. Sheffield Wednesday have been superb tonight, but Peterborough, over the two legs, well done. Well done to the posh. To score 4 goals at home and to smash it on the first leg. Wow. We're at 97. Surely there can't be anything more. Dawson, he's going to blow as soon as he kicks it. Dawson collapses to the ground. Peterborough almost there. 97 minutes on the clock. Kicks away again. It's going to be one last chance. One last chance in football. Anything's possible. At Hillsborough, anything's possible. With Sheffield Wednesday, anything is possible. It's 3-0. 97-11 now on the clock. I said we go to 97-30. When a minimum of 6 minutes gets added, it's a minimum. Will Boach with a long throw in. 3-0 on the clock. Headed on. Deflection. No, it's not quite out. Bannon. I think it's Johnson on the ball. Back post. Header on. It's not out. It's in. It's in. You are really seeing this. Do not scratch your eyes. It's 4-0. It's 4-4. Oh my God, I've gone from Sean Dyche to Ryle in pretty much 30 seconds. The Peterborough players collapse to the ground. You really are seeing the greatest sporting comeback in your life. I can't spike. I can't spike. It's Sheffield Wednesday 4. Peterborough nails the last kick of the game. Wow. Football is amazing. It brings people together. And 30,000 rose again. As Peterborough have it all to do. They've got another 30 minutes yet. And this time they're not holding on for anything. They're holding on to keep themselves in the game. Darren Ferguson is fuming. Where's Fergie's time now, son? You've had it in your face. And Sheffield Wednesday, they do not give up. It's a long throw-in. Header on. Flicked on. It should have been out. Peterborough defensively sloppy. Ball in by Marvin Johnson. Flint brings it back alive. And I think it's Palmer. Palmer. He just palms it into the back. Oh, I'm knackered. I'm knackered. It's 4-0. Oh, my Lord. This is the best. Honestly, I got called, all names under the sun. We are nearly at 100 minutes. Darren Ferguson still moaning at the referee. Oh, my Lord. Football is life. Knackered. Give me a minute, lads. Give me a minute. Oh, I can't do this. I can't. Hang on a minute. I've just realised I've got to do another half an hour yet. Oh. Stop, ref. I'm blowing here. Crazy. Darren Moore. Wait, 100 minutes. He's still playing. Right, we finally kicked off again. That was it. That was the last kick of the game. Peterborough, the story was wrote. There's 250 people in the chat, by the way. I'm telling you, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe down below. We're so close now to 11,000 subscribers. Please like, turn notifications on. Wow. Extra time. Oh. Football is just amazing, isn't it? Peterborough, I was just praising how well they've done. And we said if they got it to 2-0 at half time and 3-0 at 75 minutes, they had a chance. And Peterborough never looked like conceding that last 10, 15 minutes. Even that, I don't know what happened. Wow. We'll just update the score. Oh. We'll catch up on the comments. Tell you what, I did a 10k run on Sunday, and that one moment there, this game has tired me out more than that 10k run. Oh my Lord! I tell you what, I need to be careful actually because I'll be getting pelted off my mother as well for making so much noise. But football's life, innit? History, you did, Chris. Chris said it. Wow! No way! No way! Get in. No way, only one winner for me. I told you. What a game. Call Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. Tell you what, she'll be laughing right now. Well, I'm not laughing right now, but so basically the story is, if no one knows, there was this woman called Lisa, and before the first leg, she put on a number on ring this number if you want to travel to Wembley. And then she was getting pelted, and she cut off her phone because she got so many calls. And Alex Griffin put her in like League One melts. Oh. Football, what a game. I'm delighted for Darren Moore. I'm telling you, it is. That is best. This is the best sporting comeback. You are witnessing greatness. You really are. Wow. I can't believe I can't spike. I can't spike. Right, honestly, Sue has just said it in one. People question me, why have I gone to League One? Why do I do these live videos? Why am I going to be live for 3 hours? But this is why we do it. This is why we do it. And I love this division. I'm very passionate about it. That I literally dedicate my life to League One. Like when they ask me, am I in a relationship? I say yes with League One. Oh wow. I'd have scored that. I'd have got the ball dropped right in front of the Peterborough keeper. Can't beat Ferguson, man. About it's a bit hypocritical, isn't it? Your father was so successful from it. Wow. 226 in the channel. It's super. We've still got 220 now. So if you're not subscribed, you've got a YouTube channel, go and subscribe down below. Exactly. And you know something? I got pelts for doing this thing. So I thought, I came on the street thinking, it'll be a light work tonight, won't it? It'll be maybe a couple of goals to nil. I won't need to go all the way. But wow. It was only the greatest comeback. Look at that. Spine tingling. That is spine tingling. Honestly, I love this game. I feel for Peterborough. I really do feel for them. But Wednesday's response has been ridiculous. Wednesday, I've got on the screen full time. Not quite. This is real football. It is. Wow. You know something? I don't care about... Well, I do because of League One and I care about all the teams in League One. But I don't care realistically, Oh, it's just ridiculous. It really is. We're underway again, by the way, if anyone cared. I've kind of blocked out my mind that there's another 30 minutes. So here goes. Welcome to the channel, guys. 236 of you in. Again, so if you could subscribe, could like, turn notifications on. Hopefully, this is what we love. We love drama and I love the playoffs. They finished 19 points apart and Peterborough looked dead on the ground. And what will be Peterborough's approach now? Because they've had approach for 90 minutes. Are they going to go for a bit more? Sheffield Wednesday going to contain it and they don't have to rush it as much because... but you don't want to go to penalties because all of a sudden then it's a 50-50 game. Wednesday now are massive favourites. Also, bear in mind as well, Wednesday have got the attacking players on that Peterborough don't. Peterborough only really have Clark Harrison, Mason Clark, Taylor if you class one. Ball into the box. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Honestly, wow. This game and Peterborough again are sucked in. And we said when they made that change, they put Butler, they put Nathan Thompson on, and they brought Knight on. That was all right then. But if you concede, there's no one up. They're so deep, and Wednesday just going to keep coming and keep coming. They can't get out the trap. They're literally tinned in like some sardines. Honestly, it really is. Dawson, I'm telling you. There's only one way this game's going to go, and it's not to Peterborough because they're just sat in. And it's a long ball from Dawson. Smith will win the header. It'll be a ball out to the right-hand side, blocked out as well from Patterson. He's been excellent tonight. He's worked, cool. We're talking about 100 minutes in here, guys, and there's still half an hour to go. Peterborough look done. And imagine those phone calls those Peterborough fans did, and not laughing on social media, and people giving it large before the first leg's over. Will Vokes, fresh legs late in the second half, long throw, and again the goal came from the fourth from him, blocked out again. Will Vokes, who created the fourth, and he created the fifth. It's a great ball in, header out again. Barry Banning now for the home side. Ball in, flipped on, good save Norris, nice save. It's Michael Smith with an intelligent flick. 2 minutes in, again Norris there with a save. Simon's coming with a £1.99 dono. Simon, thank you very much as ever, mate. Appreciate that as well. Get the darts on what's happening with the football. I'll be watching the darts back later on. Don't worry about that. But, oh, my Lord. If I go quiet for about 20 seconds. I'm just trying to, like, we're talking. I'm trying. I'm for a man who says so many words and never shuts up about football. I'm literally speechless. What I've just seen. This football club, Sheffield Wednesday. You say never say never, but it's Sheffield Wednesday, and they don't say never. And wow, we always thought it's possible because it was there. They're going to make a change, actually, Peterborough. They're bringing off Cipriano, who is on the booking from that first half incident. And it's going to be Ricky J. Jones, which is an attacking change. So well done for them to make that. They needed to make that. They look a little bit light out there. So I'm guessing they're going to go towards Norris, Burrows, Edwards, Kent. Sorry, Norris, Butler, Edwards, Kent, Knight, Thompson maybe, and then Norburn and Taylor, and then they've got Ricky J. Jones, Mason Clark, and Clark Harris. Maybe Wednesday will come to in a minute as they put a ball into the box. Oh, goes down. Wednesday, Marvin Johnson. Oh, can't quite get it away. 4 minutes into this period, I kind of like forgetting what I'm doing here. I meant to be kind of commentating reaction to the game, but I'm so concentrating on these lineups and the chart. And honestly, I had my haircut yesterday, and I swear my haircut was brown / blonde. Bloody grey now, I can tell you that now. And I'm not going grey like Clooney does, believe me. Oh. John's coming with a 79p donor. Thank you very much, mate. All the donations do go back into the channel as well. Who do you think will win the other semi-final? Barnsley, I think. Duels neutrals, 1 pens. Now I'm kind of... Look, I was kind of rooting for Sheffield Wednesday for the game, and it's bouncing that ground. It really is. Now I'm kind of wanting Peterborough to hold on and get something. Long ball forward, header on. Ricky J. Jones, who's just come on, will head it. There's no one up there, and Wednesday's going to be relentless pressure. But you know, all those people who said Darren Moore should be sacked, I wonder where they're at now. Dawson now. Long kick forward. I wonder how Peterborough fans are coming. Oh, my Lord. Johnson Clark Harris will try and get Ricky J. Jones away, but again, and now we're at a period where Wednesday don't really need to rush as much, but they want to run it in injury time. Out on this far side, ball in, blocked away. Peterborough just kind of need a spell of possession, I'd assume. Just kind of recompose themselves. 50 since half time, Peterborough haven't had a shot, and they've had 1 touch in Sheffield Wednesday's box. So, wow. I didn't expect this when I woke up this morning. I thought, oh, I'd be in for a nice easy day at work, but I say work. I'm literally watching football on and rattling on. Again, guys, if you are new, please subscribe. Again, we are getting close to that 11,000 subscriber mark, as Peterborough will be on the march again through Ronnie Edwards, and they're just keeping the ball now, and Wednesday pinned back a little bit, kind of just giving the bodies a little bit of a break. When I think Peterborough now are all out of subs, or are they? Are you allowed another sub with injury time in the playoffs? I think you are. Can anyone confirm that for me in the comments? I think you are allowed another sub. So I think they would be allowed a 6th. They've made 4, but they made it in 3 different spells. But they made 1 in injury time as well. So would they be allowed another one? I think they would. Wednesday they've only made 2, to be fair. They brought Will Vokes on, didn't they? And yes, you are. Thank you for that, Luke. I'm a Barnsley fan. This is insane. I don't know if I want to go. You know, Barnsley and Bolton fans must be watching this thinking, I'm enjoying this and thinking, oh, crap, we've got to do this tomorrow. I like the players on Fleet. I want Fleetwood to be in them, obviously, but I like them when Fleetwood are not involved because I can enjoy football. Like, this is remarkable. I'm just thankful for everyone who's joined me, and I hope you do enjoy these watch-alongs and you've found some sort of entertainment tonight. How do you think Ipswich and Plymouth will do in the Championship? I think they'll both stay up. Referee has been pretty good, to be fair. Yes, he has. What do we think about VAR, by the way, in the finals? Mate, it's ridiculous. Wednesday coming again. It's a good tackle, actually, and I think it's Kent with the tackle. This is better than anything. Right. This is the greatest fucking comeback in football. Right. Can't think of anything else. 4-0 down. Right. You lost 4-0 in the first leg. The rarity of winning 4-0 in a football match is very low. Probably what, 1 in 30, 1 in 40? To win it in a semi-final as a team that are quite good, probably double that. I know people like to lead goals and they're not very good away, and they're very bad in difficult moments. But I tell you what, that's a high kick there, and Ricky J. Jones just uses his pace and uses a foul. It's a yellow card there, from a hit way. Yeah, that's what I was asking. What is everyone thinking about that? And you know, it's been a good game, but 4-0 down. Like, it's ridiculous. We all said 2-0 at half time, and it gets very interesting. 3 goals by, before 75, you've got 70 minutes. And then to equalise like that, if I'm a Peterborough fan player, I've been a sufferer of late goals, believe me. But that is ridiculous. The last kick of the game, the last kick of the season, stops Peterborough from going to Wembley. Wow. But again, they've still got a chance here, and they're not out of this game yet, because they've still got, we said we could see them scoring a goal. So ball in, header on, and people will try and run away. We're 10 minutes into this first period, 15 minutes each way. We've already had our 90, plus we ended up playing 9. I got laughed at for saying, we'll play till 98. We played to 99.5. It's a foul on Peterborough. Just need to keep doing that. Buy fouls, win free kicks, stop the game. Their best chance of winning now, Peterborough, is penalties. It's penalties. It's as simple as that. Don't get into the money league. Exactly. Fans come together. This is what I mean. I love it. I absolutely love it. We need it. I'm going to tell you what. Honestly, from leaning forward to watch this game, my back's gone. My back is gone. I might need to stand up at half time. I'm not as young as I used to be. My legs seize up. Oh. I was just thinking I'm not even doing tonight. No, I don't. I don't like VAR on the final. I'm a big believer of. Wow. Oh, Jack, I'm done. Tie over. I said to you on Saturday, I went, are you sure that's a good idea? Mate, we both said, didn't we? 2 before half time, 3 before 75. They've got a chance. This is ridiculous. I hope it's not past your bedtime, by the way, Jack, for doing this reaction, because the way this game's going on, I don't think we're going to get it any very soon. But Jaden Brown's come on, the attacking wing back from Marvin Johnson. They are in the playoff finals. I'm hopefully going. If I can get a ticket, I think it's very unlikely I'll get a ticket now. I'm praying to God I can get a ticket somehow. I feel the momentum is now with Sheffield Wednesday and they'll go on to win it. I agree, Chris. Yeah, exactly. But I'm not a big fan of that. Butler. Goal line technology needs to be used in our leagues. It can be used in the Championship. Why can't we have it? Taylor from distance will strike. Good block by Barry Bannon. Barry Bannon, what? For an aged 30-odd-year-old, still got some legs. 4-0 on Friday, 4-0 on Thursday. It's 4-4 aggregate. We've had a treat. This will go down to be one of the greatest EFL games in history, and believe me, there are some. I can't remember a game being as good as this in League One in my time of watching, and Fleetwood will spend their 10th year in League One next season. One side will go to Wembley, one side will have their season ends. Peterborough won 4-0 at home. Wednesday won 4-0 at home. There was a 19-point difference between the sides at the start. Wednesday scored within the first 10 minutes, scored just before half-time as well, scored on the 70th minute and then in the 97th minute to rescue extra time. It was the last kick of the game. Darren Ferguson moaned about Fergie time. But again, the watch doesn't stop in the playoffs. Peterborough have grown into this half a little bit. Wednesday unable to kind of get a real rhythm going, and that for Plymouth. Peterborough will do them right. They've got Ricky J. Jones on this far side. He'll put a ball in and no one there, and it's Flint with a block away. He's been solid since coming on. Jack Taylor will retail possession, and we'll go out to this far side. I think it's Knight on the ball. They will lose it, but win a foul. They've done that well in this opening half, and Peterborough getting towards half-time nicely. And they're looking comfortable, Peterborough. Michael Smith giving away those fouls. We said about Sheffield Wednesday wanting free kicks, set pieces, corners. You know, they score from a few and getting cross into the box. This isn't ideal for a side that haven't done anything in the game, but we did expect some sort of response from Peterborough, and they've given it us. And I said Sheffield Wednesday didn't need to get too high. Maybe they have done a little bit. Peterborough haven't got too low. You never get too high, never get too low. Don't do drugs, kids. As Peterborough will get this ball into the box. 40 seconds to go before half time. Oh my God! They scored! Peterborough scored! It's 4-1! Nah, I'm done. This game, I'm done. It's 4-1. Peterborough are now 5-4 up on aggregate. He's gone off of the Lee Gregory. Oh my Lord. You do not believe it. They've done pretty little since half time. In normal time, it's a ball in. They've asked the question. And I think it's Thompson. Has it gone off? Has it gone off the Sheffield Wednesday man? He's kind of gone off Thompson onto Gregory, and in the corner, Dawson's in no man's land. And it's Wednesday 4, Peterborough 1, and it's Wednesday 4, Peterborough 5 on aggregate, going in to half-time in injury time. We said Wednesday had dropped off the tempo a little bit. You can't afford to do that. I know they've been at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, exactly. I've not been looking at the comments as well. So anything, whenever the ball goes out of play, we flick from. So I'm on something else, so I can't see the comments live. So if I am behind with your comments, that is why. We will update the scoreboard in a minute because something will probably happen. Bannon, 104 minutes. I know we're a minute behind. We're on Sky Go. So can't get Sky in this room. What can you do? Better go back so we can't see comments again. Cross comes into the box. Foul to Peterborough. Oh my Lord. 4-1. Well done to Peterborough to have that go against you. To concede 4, concede in the last seconds of the game, to have the ground bouncing against you, to go and respond like that. Well done. Because they grew into it. The first 5 minutes of the half, they were poor. But wow. It's the Peterborough fans singing now, put it that way. And it's 5-4 on aggregate as we've just updated the scoreboard. Oh, what a game. What a game. 2 hours, 35 minutes into this live stream and still going strong somehow. That should be it, really, for this half, and it is. We'll come to the comments again now, and we do apologise. We are a little bit behind. Wednesday fans, Wednesday ball on it. Of course, people scoring extra time. I'm going to be nervous for the second leg versus Bradford. Sheffield Wednesday will have to do it once again. They've done it once before. 4-1, poor Wednesday. 4-1 game on. No, oh my God. Yes. 4-1. Unbelievable. Peterborough have scored. Wow. Oh, I can't deal with this. Oh. Will they hold on this time? Will they hold on? I still think there's one last twist in this tale. Put it that way. And they're just coming together Wednesday. They've done it once before. They've come back from a 4-goal lead. It's a sloppy free kick to give away. My voice is going, which I think... I don't know if we'll do a stream tomorrow at this rate, because I think my voice is packing in. Put it that way. But it's going to be a quick turnaround of half-time team talks. Put it that way. Oh, what? This game, my voice is going. Oh, this isn't good. You think you've seen it all in football, and you haven't. You really haven't. I think Lisa will be on the blower very soon as well. Put it that way. Wow, what a game. We're underway soon for the second leg. Keep the comments coming. We will come back to them, I promise. Tie over. Knew it. You're kind of thinking, oh, thank God for that. Thanks for the kid. For the kid I'm off. Thanks, Luke. Appreciate that, mate. Why are you now surprised? Just football, eh? It's football. So yeah, we will come back to your comments. Obviously, we are a tad behind as well, so you guys can comment if you want. But again, 15 minutes to go in this playoff. Darren Ferguson rallying up his troops. Oh, my back's gone. Oh, Christ. Long punt forward from the Peterborough man, and now they've got to just sit in. They've got the goal that they needed. The referee isn't buying the fact that foul, I don't think. It was Jaden Brown, the sub, who came on for Wednesday for Marvin Johnson. And it's going to be a free kick up the pitch. Oasis reunion if City win it? I don't think so. I'd love that, but I tell you what, 14 minutes to go. We've been here before, Peterborough. We've been here before. Can you get it done this time? You know, with injury time, we played 116 minutes of football. Altogether with the first leg, you're looking at nearly 210 minutes of football, 3.5 hours worth of pure, I was about to say soccer then, I was nearly sick in my mouth, football. Long punch from Dawson, up the pitch. Nearly 200, well, there are 200 guys viewing the chat, and Peterborough coming forward now. Oh, that's a foul. I thought that was a foul. Referee says no. Ooh. That was a foul. I think you could be looking at red. Here come Wednesday once again. Creaking bodies on that pitch. They've got it all to do. All the hard work they did for one moment from a set piece. I would say it was quality, but it wasn't. Palmer now. Jaden Brown. Brown. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. Jaden Brown attempting to cross the ball, and it literally just goes straight forward into the stands. Fleet's got his shirt and his arm is all over him. Who do you think will win the League One next year? For me, I like lending this year, and we can have a look. Next year's League One starts on the 1st of June, in my eyes. The final's what? The 27th of May? Give yourself a few days, and then you can kind of look at League One next year. as Lee Gregory comes off. The touch off him for the goal as Jack Hunt comes on. He's just putting players on now, isn't it? Wow. 12 minutes to go of injury time. Will we go to penalties? Will we go to Wembley with Peterborough? Peterborough have done very well to stick in the game. Wednesday have done very well to give themselves hope and to bring it to this stage. Ricky J. Jones is lightning quick. Obviously, looks quicker for obviously everyone else being knackered on the pitch. Will Sunderland stay up next season? I think Sunderland will be pushing top 6. Brilliant game. Absolutely agree with you. And again, you could subscribe and come along with me for tomorrow's game as well, and also all League One content next year as well. We will definitely be covering both these sides, whether in the Championship, whether they're in League One next year. Wednesday need to find something, and they need to find it soon. Smith can't quite get in the box, and he'll commit a foul. Similar situation to the first half, where Smith committed a foul. A free kick happens. Peterborough are a third of the way through this half. I'd say 12 or so minutes with added time to go. Peterborough's response, so conceding the last minute like they did, wow. You know, it's just footballing, the mentality of it to go from ups to downs, you know, for Wednesday to Peterborough. 9 goals over 2 games. Fantastic bit of footballing. I thought Sunderland did very well. And this is why you don't want to be in the playoffs. You do want to, you know, be part of games like this. But 96 games, you've got it back from 4-0 to 4-4. And that happens against you. Christ, my back's gone. Watching football does to you. You think Ipswich could get in the playoffs next season? Maybe top 10, top 12. You never know. Sunderland did it. But again, Peterborough have won a foul similar to like they did in the first half. 10 to play. Wednesday, using every bit of ounce of energy you've got. All those pre-season drills, all those training runs that you do, all those extra bit of running that you do in training, those fitness coaches put you through day to day. This is what the work goes towards, the final 10 minutes. Bodies are creaking. There's some old bodies out there when you look at it now. Patterson's still out there. Bannon's still out there. You know, for Wednesday. There's going to be another ball in for Peterborough. They got to 9 minutes in. First 6 minutes, not really challenged. Wednesday have had one real good attempt in this kind of extra time period. It's a bad ball in, and Dawson will collect quick and has to go quick. But again, Peterborough are able to kind of run back into shape. Long ball forward. Flicked on. Wednesday will come again. Bannon now. Does it pull across? Blocked. Shot again. Oh! It's 5-all. It's Patterson. There's still life in the old dog yet. And I don't mean Patterson, I mean Sheffield Wednesday. Oh my Lord, we've got again. It's the 10-goal thriller. It's 5-1. It's Sheffield Wednesday 5, Peterborough 1. I said they did it once. They had to do it twice. And Peterborough have got to go again. Darren Moore is going mental on the sideline. He looks like a man that's very unwell, but that's what football does to you. They get the ball out wide again. They get crossed into the box. I think it's Jaden Brown who gets the ball across. It's ever so easy. I've gone from Sean Dykes again to Ryan again. Oh, my Lord. And Patterson just slots it home. Such an easy, composed finish. It's tougher than it looks. The space just opened it up. He puts it under Ronnie Edwards' legs, and it goes beyond Norris. Oh, my God. This is footballing heritage. Wow. I love this game. You look away and something happens again. We will come to your comments in a minute. But oh my Lord. It's 5-5 on aggregate with 7 minutes to go. I want penalties now. That's the only thing that is left in this game, or a last-minute goal. There's 262 of you guys in this chat, and that's the most we've ever had. So thank you so much for your support. If you're new, please like, please subscribe. Everything's gone, but wow, it's Patterson. He just puts the ball under everything. And it's 5-1. You do not believe what you are seeing. This is incredible. Well done to both sets of team supporters for making it the game it is. Well done to, Wednesday for coming back. Well done to Darren Moore for making the changes that need to be made. Well done for being brave. Well done to the players for executing it. Well done to Peterborough for having a go as well and not lying down. Peterborough now have to go again. I think it goes towards Ricky J. Jones. Banning now. 6 to go. Those, we said 3 minutes ago they haven't been troubled, Peterborough. Well, they have now. It was a great finish. 2-8-1, I think is the highest we've had. And then had a heart attack, yeah. Oh. Ball in! Wide. My voice is going, by the way, guys. So, wish me luck. Ball into the box. Oh, my Lord. Was it a Hickway with the header? Oh. I can't spike. I can't speak. I'd rather Wednesday go up, but at the same time, really enjoy the way. I like Peterborough as an away game as well, to be fair. Wednesday really getting behind their team. 5 minutes to go left of this playoff bonanza. What a game this has been. Keep liking, guys. If you've not done already, go and give the stream a like. It does really help us out. Can someone give us a like update how many likes you've got? Because I've not looked, because this game I can't take my eyes off. So if you could let us know how many likes you've got, and smash like, and let's try and smash over 100. That'd be amazing. Fantastic pyros from you, Ben. Mate, I will be setting off the pyros if this has any more twists and turns. There's more twists to this than Oliver twist, put it that way. Oh, Jesus. Wednesday fans and Peterborough fans, they're just hoping towards the gods now. Norris will take. That will do Peterborough some good. 111. Thank you. If you could keep liking, let's go for 150 then. Mind you, this was Fleetwood. Put it this way, guys. If this was Fleetwood, I'd be having a cardiac arrest. Believe me, I wouldn't make it out the ground. I was on oxygen in January, fighting for my life. I think I'd be in the same situation come the end of the game. Put it that way. I wouldn't be able... Honestly, I'm bad enough in a normal league game. Never mind this. Wednesday get the ball out to the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Well done, Norris. Oh, 3.5 minutes. Up the owl says... About to read his name out then. Ben. Well done, mate. Good comment. What a game. The best I've ever watched. The best I've ever watched. And I'm just so grateful that it's managed to be on a stream with all you lovely people. Long ball over the top. Peterborough in behind now. Ball across. They've got a corner. Yes, they have. Good work. Great tackle from... a Hickway on Ricky J. Jones. Been very impressive since he came on in the 3rd minute of this injury time period. And it'll do Peterborough some good. It'll kind of waste 60 to 75 seconds, but also give themselves an opportunity to get a goal. We nearly get 3 hours on the channel as well. Taylor now. With this ball in, it's 5-all on aggregate, 5-1 on the night, 5-1. Honestly, you got to this point. It's ridiculous. What other stage would this happen? Shot from the edge of the box, blocked away. As Wednesday will bring it out again, but Peterborough can keep possession. Wednesday's press is dangerous. Windass and Bannon will press a ball in, header away. I would say we can't see another twist, but this game, it would not surprise me. It really wouldn't if we saw Peterborough or Wednesday score a winner. Kent, or we saw something like the goalkeeper scoring the winning penalty. That's all that's left. There's bodies on the floor with cramp. Away again. I think will that go out for another corner? No. It's kind of the spin takes the ball off it. Up the pitch. Peterborough have got Wednesday kind of where they want them. Well, they say that as Wednesday can break away. But a good tackle by Jack Taylor. Been everywhere again tonight. Been a bit of a quieter game for him. But wow, what a game. And I think it's who's down for Wednesday. Patterson. It has been a tough night for him. He's got the assist for the second goal and the goal for the fifth goal. Peterborough, again, point towards their supporters. Arms on head time. 1 minute left to go. We can't see the remarkable happen yet again. But this is Sheffield Wednesday Football Club, and you never know. Jaden Brown ball in. It's a poor ball in. But again, I tell you what, I think it's Ricky J. Jones has just slides through 3 or 4 Wednesday players. A couple go to the ground quite easily, I think, due to cramp. And there's going to be another booking. The referee giving out a yellow card. There is a tactical foul from Jack Hunt, who's just come on for his side for Lee Gregory. 29:40 now on the clock. We are getting towards injury time on where penalty kicks start to happen. We have now got 300 of you live watching me as well. That is a scary thought, but that's more than Fleetwood take away averagely pretty much. Peterborough, they've kept the ball in play and will only go out for a throw. And we are literally in last chance saloon. But we've been in this situation before, haven't we, Wednesday? We've been in this situation before, Peterborough, haven't we? As the board is going to come out to... Oh, there's a sub. Is it... Oh, we've seen this before. Tisha Menga, former Chesterfield man. There's 1 minute added on and Mason Clark's coming on. I wonder if they're bringing him on for a penalty. We've seen this with Southgate, and for me, I'm not a big fan of it, but maybe wait a little bit of time. But again, they'll still play. We're at 30 minutes, 40 seconds. They'll play a minute from now, really. So it's going to be 31-30, I'd imagine. So there's still one chance left in this game. 336 of you now in the chat. I will come to your comments in a minute. I've just not got the comments on until we look back at this game. Jack Taylor will go home. We're looking at probably 30 seconds on the clock until the final whistle. A long ball forward. Michael Ahigwe will win the header away and Will Vokes will volley home towards the far end of the ground where Sheffield Wednesday are shooting. A foul there from Michael Smith. Tell you what, he's conceded a lot of fouls in this last period. And that will be it. That'll be penalties, basically. We're going to penalties. We're going all the way. If you bought a ticket, then you've got your money's worth. If you bought a ticket and you need to get the train home, then I'm sorry to say you're stranded in Sheffield. But it could be a big night for the supporters of Peterborough United or Sheffield Wednesday. Could be one of the greatest nights in Sheffield Wednesday's history. Could be one of the biggest nights in Peterborough's that leads them promotion. And we are going to penalties. So this is where we play penalty bingo. So I'm looking at players that will take penalties for Wednesday. Smith will take one. Windass will take one. I reckon Bannon will take one. Patterson will probably take one. And maybe Will Vokes will take one. From the outside. For Peterborough, Clark Harris, Taylor, Tishaminga, Norburn, Butler, maybe. It'll be very interesting. The lower the league, the better the games. 100%. There's 400 people now. We are going to penalties. Please like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Lots of new faces, never seen it here before as well. Please subscribe down below. There's 400 people watching as well. So I appreciate every single one of you. I can't show penalties because then I will get banned. Bury FC are back as a club playing on the stage. That is really good to see. Wednesday, just a quick team talk. I think they'll know the roles. I wonder how much they've been playing on penalties this week. You're 4-0 down. I reckon they've probably done 10, 15 minutes on them. But it means nothing. It means nothing. It's like throwing at home, darts-wise, then going and throwing an Ali Pally stage. The toss could also be a big signal that if Wednesday win it, they'll do it towards the Kop. Having it towards the Kop is huge. That could win them the game. You never know. We are going to have comments off this because we are behind. Jesus, penalties coming. Bolton are going strong. Man of the match. Oh, there's plenty. Patterson. I think James was really good. Wow. His banning's still on. He will take a penalty, surely. Go on, Wednesday. Mason Clark will take one. He's come off, mate. Clark Harris will definitely take on. Come on, the posh. Exactly. Nearly 500 of you guys in. Now, we're getting towards Fleetwood's home attendances here. Wednesday know their roles. Lee Gregory being the cheerleader, getting his players up. If you are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. It'd be massively appreciated. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys' support. Again, like and all that as well. Subscribe. As this could be, you'll know as soon as they turn and you hear the crowd cheer, what end they're shooting. There's still a small section of when I say small, probably about 800 to 1,000 of them behind the goal. Or you're shooting in front of 10 to 12,000 Wednesday fans, whatever that Kop holds. Yeah, they've done it. They're shooting towards the Kop. They're shooting towards the Kop. And Barry Bannon gave the sign, yes, and went like that straight away. Barry Bannon, the local hero, Glaswegian, but Sheffield in his bloods. It is penalty kicks. It is penalty kicks. Finally, thank you very much, Matt, and thank you for staying with me all the way through. Norris will always be a Cambridge boy. Right. Keep your comments coming. We cannot see the comments. I'm on a different layout on StreamYard, where we do the streams from, and they'll kick towards the Kop. We will keep you updated. It is 5-5. We'll update the live chat after because the penalties will come too soon, and we'll update the player pick thingy. They're going to kick towards the home faithful, the Kop ends. Norris in goal. Will he be the hero? Will Dawson be the hero? Been at Sheffield Wednesday a long, long time. David Stockdale, his other partner in crime, the goalkeeper there, will give him a lot of advice. He's been in these situations. You know, he's a very good role model to have, and I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed on at Sheffield Wednesday next year, regardless of this result. Penalty kicks has happened. We had 2-0 at half-time. We had 4-0 after thingy. We had Peterborough get 4-1. There's goalkeepers give a bit of respect to each other. And then we had a late goal to rescue the Seals 5-5. Well done to both football clubs for putting on a show of this magnitude. Well done for both football clubs to getting to this point. Well done to Sheffield Wednesday for getting to 96 points. Well done for Peterborough for sneaking into the playoffs for the run they went on with wins over Barnsley, sorry. I think it's going to be Michael Smith up first. Michael Smith will take first in front of the Kop for Sheffield Wednesday. In the next 10 minutes, we should know who's going to Wembley, who's going home, whose season will be over. You'd have to think whoever won this game is taking a lot out of them emotionally and physically. It's Smith against Norris. Smith goes up first, scored in the first half from the penalty spot, goes the same way. The goalkeeper also goes the same way, and he scores. It's 1-0. Stuck with his spot. He was literally in this exact place. The keeper dived the wrong way the first time in the first half. Guesses right this time, but too much power. And Smith, it wasn't the best of penalties for him, but they're up and running. They're 1-0 up, and Peter have got to follow. It's now their leading goal scorer, Johnson Clark Harris. Their number 9, 26 goals, 27 including the playoffs. Scored 12 goals in the Championship last season. Will have to take on Cameron Dawson from the spot. Clark Harris to make it 1-1. Clark Harris, he does score. It's just in over the hands of Cameron Dawson. Cameron Dawson again gets the right way. He was so close to it. And you're not just beating one man. Believe me, when you go to Hillsborough and you're shooting in front of the cop, you have to beat 12,000 Wednesday fans. The whole ground gets involved. Nerves kicking again. It's going to be Will Vokes, another one that we thought would take a penalty. He came on with about 5-10 minutes. So is it Will Vokes? Anyway, he'll step up and take it, scores it, smashes it home. Good penalty. Yeah, it was Will Vokes, the former Rotherham man. It's 2-1. 2-1. 3 penalty taken, 3 scored. Blink and you'll miss it. Smashed it down the middle. Norris went and Vokes smashed home. It's now going to be Butler, another one that we thought would take. We've got 4 out of 4 so far. We might get to some peculiar takers. A sweet left peg came on at half time. I still basically played 75. Basically played 87 minutes. Basically done a full 90 himself, even though he came on at half time. Butler. Oh, he's missed. Butler's missed. He's missed. He went high and it's hit the bar and gone over. Advantage Sheffield Wednesday. It's 2-1. It is rocking inside that ground and we may see Wednesday on their way. 3 hours ago, this game was done. Peterborough off to Wembley. 2 hours ago it was. Even an hour ago. And Wednesday now, for the first time in this tie, lead. And who better else to have Barry Bannon in your corner? Norris goes to have a little word. Barry Bannon won't have any of that. Bannon to put Wednesday 3-1 up, having taken one more penalty after that Butler miss. Bannon looks at it, looks at the ball, has a look at the goal, has a look at Norris. Bannon now. A little shimmy. Bannon scores, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and potentially they're only 2 kicks away from Wembley. If Peterborough miss and Sheffield Wednesday score, Sheffield Wednesday are off to Wembley. The impossible has just become possible. One of the greatest nights. Bannon goes to give a little bit of a clinch towards his goalkeeper. They're all together as one. And Darren Moore, he got abused last week. They haven't got the bottle to do this. Norburn now, former Shrewsbury man. CDM had a tough game tonight. Norburn has to score to realistically keep Peterborough in it. Pressure. Turns around and scores. I don't know how that's gone in, but it's gone in. The 3 penalties Peterborough have taken, they scored 2, and the goalkeeper's got a massive touch. He literally did a Paul Gallagher turn-round shot. He literally hit Dawson's foot and spun round and went in the goal again. Nearly 1,000 people in the stream. Thank you very much for that. We're 3-2. If Wednesday score this and Peterborough miss again, Wembley bound for Sheffield Wednesday. They'll have a day out in the capital. You had some tough days out in Wembley in recent years. That one to Hull City where Diarmé scored a screamer, but Windass can send them one step closer. Windass, he does. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. The goalkeeper's got nowhere near to any of these. And it's 4-2. If Peterborough miss, Wednesday off to Wembley. Peterborough have to score their last 2 penalty kicks, but also save the last Sheffield Wednesday pick. And it's going to be Tishaminga, who's come on. Can't pronounce his name, so good luck with that. The former Chesterfield man scored at Stamford Bridge not too long ago for Chesterfield in a 6-1 romping for the Blues of Chelsea, because they're both playing blue. Better clear that up. He came brought on quite late. I'm not a big fan of players coming on, and this could be the moment. All that blood, sweat and tears, all that hurt on Friday night could be about to become even sweeter. He steps up, scores, good penalty, 4-3, 1,000 people in this stream. Thank you very much. Please Like, subscribe if you haven't already. There's 1,000 of you. I'm guessing half of these people are not subscribed. So if you could just go down there and subscribe, that'd be massively appreciated to this channel. So please, like, subscribe. I'd, be very, very grateful. It's 4-3. We're on the last penalty each. Wednesday score and they are off to Wembley. And it is it Jack Hunt? It is. Jack Hunt, who came on late in the day at 5-4 on aggregate. Jack Hunt to send Peterborough home and Wednesday through to Wembley and to complete a 5 straight swap of scoring all 5 penalties. Hunt dinks, scores! Wednesday on Wembley bound again! It's Sheffield Wednesday 5, Peterborough 3 on penalties. You are seeing this, it really are. Everyone invades the pitch. Darren Moore hugs his coaching staff. The most humble man in football, the nicest guy in football. He's been under some real criticism in the last few weeks, but he deserves that moment. He got it spot on tonight. He got it terribly wrong on Friday. But what a result for that football club. Well done to Sheffield Wednesday. Commiserations to Peterborough United as the fans invade the pitch. You cannot blame them. I know people hate it, but you cannot blame them. They were 4-0 down. It was the impossible, but it was still possible. They gave their team hope, and you really have done the impossible. This is the greatest sporting comeback in your life. What a moment. Well done to Sheffield Wednesday, who have won on penalties against Peterborough United. Wow, I cannot speak. I cannot speak. It was 5-3 on pens. Wow. Wow. What a game, eh? What a game. Again, fantastic, Stu. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good luck Wednesday. Boom. Hunt. Brilliant stream, Ben. Nice to see a third place team get to Wembley. They deserve it. They got 96 points in the regular season. That is unheard of. And the fans have invaded the pitch. They deserve their moment in the sun. Peterborough, they'll come again. This season was always an accident waiting to happen. And unfortunately, they just couldn't get the job done. They were brilliant on Friday night. But it says a lot when you have to play against Sheffield Wednesday. And a 4-goal lead just isn't good enough. Those fans will hurt tonight. They'll hurt for a few weeks. But come August, the belief will start again that they can mount a successful climb for another season in the Championship. And Wednesday fans deserve that moment. An incredible support base. Tie over, some said. Not tonight. Not at this football club. This ground is historic. This football ground is historic. It's rose since 1867. It will keep rising in 2023. And that is just what you want going into Wembley. Call Lisa, call your mates, call your pals, get them down to North London, get them down to Wembley. Because Darren Moore has done the impossible and done a really, really good job tonight. He fielded a really strong lineup with Patterson, Bannon, Winder, Smith, Gregory, Johnson, those types of players. Barry Bannon in there as well. He's crying. He's on, it means more to him than anyone else. What a football club Sheffield Wednesday are. Peterborough, commiserations. They both kind of deserve it for the performance over the 2 legs. And, to have that response, to score in the 97th minute of any game is incredible. To do it in the last kick of a playoff semi-final, to take your team to extra time, to go 4-1, 5-4 down an aggregate, to score a 5th goal again, to come back. It is incredible. They'll enjoy tonight. All the players are buzzing in there. I tell you what, I bet those pubs are thriving past licensing hours. You look at the time now and it's 11 o'clock at night and, Wednesday fans still going strong on the pitch, still celebrating, and they deserve it. Well done to them, for 96 points. But for Peterborough, they snuck into the playoffs. It's heartbreak for them. They were so good on Friday. And unfortunately, the substitutions, I think, have killed them. I really do. And it's a tough one tonight. But again, they'll come back. They're a good side. Keep Darren Ferguson. I believe that. They'll be thinking their players are bottle jobs. And we said that they needed bottle tonight. But Wednesday were phenomenal. And They deserve credit before you slash anything at Peterborough. Peterborough came back out and showed us something by scoring that goal. Wow. How's your look at Wembley? Exactly. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? Well done to them. They deserve it. West Brom fan, only listen to support Big Dave. Love that. No, mate, thanks for the memories. Thank you very much, mate. Ben, how did Phoenix in his first half season? Very well. So happy. Vamos. Absolutely amazing commentary, mate. Hats off to you. Thank you. Insane. Great stream. Thank you very much. Wednesday deserved it. What a comeback. The biggest comeback since... I can't forget it. Honestly, Barry Bannon is just lost for words. I'm lost for words. I've got no, voice left. Absolutely fantastic vlog, Ben. What a night. Exactly. Glad I found your vlog again. If you are new and you've not seen my face before, you've not been lucky enough. No, so you've been lucky enough not to see my face. We cover League One in depth on this channel. So please like, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. We're so close to 11,000 subscribers now. Well done. Thank you for your support, Chris. 346 in the chat. Oh, we've still got 200 in, so thank you very much. Can't believe it. Nappers, get in. Well done to Sheffield Wednesday. Kind of since we've been down to League One, I've took them to my heart a little bit, and they've been phenomenal since they've came down, with me as a supporters base. Well done to them. What a night for them. And football sometimes makes you believe in things, and we said at the start of the show, we put a cheap comment out. They had the believe sign in Ted Lasso form. And you've seen what that programme has done to character development, the arc of them. And you saw what it did to Wednesday tonight. Believe. If you believe in something, you give your absolute all for something. You run into the ground for something. You outwork the opposition. You never give in. You get a setback. You go and get the ball and you go and put it on the centre circle. You will be winners. And if that was tonight, or next month, or next year, or 2 seasons' time, Sheffield Wednesday responded like champions. Darren Moore has been critiqued. Is he a real winner? Is he a nice guy? And I've said sometimes nice guys don't win wars. But wow, he has got those players believing again. He's got those, supporters. He understands them. He's brought the city back together again. And to have that sometimes over winning is more important. So well done to that football club. Well done to Darren Moore. Well done to supporters for getting them through that. They deserve it. It's their night tonight. Enjoy tonight. But again, tomorrow, if I know Darren Moore, you'll rest, you recover. And Friday, you might still be a bit knackered. Believe me, I think some of those old boys, Patterson, Bannon, those boys out there have worked exceptionally hard and were outstanding. They'll be back at work come Friday, come Saturday for a final in a couple of weeks. I will try and be getting there. If I can't get tickets, I can't get tickets, and we'll do a stream. But I'd absolutely love to be there. I love to. I went last year, and it was one of the greatest, sporting moments in kind of my life. So, what a mad game, and I cannot explain enough. Thank you so much for those that have joined me along the way as well. Well done to Wednesday, Peterborough again. Commiserations, because we've kind of not slagged you off a little bit, kind of forgotten about you a little bit, because to still have the fight, to still take them all the way, it'll hurt those Peterborough fans tonight. As you can see, they're just looking on. It's really tough. But they'll come again. They've got a good squad there. You look, your Mason Clarks, your Jack Taylors, your Clark House, your Pokers. Players will come and go. You might not stick with Darren Ferguson. You might not like Darren Ferguson tonight for that result. But it is the biggest comeback in sporting history. To win 5-1, I did say, I thought at the start of the stream, if anyone was watching, just saying, I could see Peterborough scoring. I can only see Wednesday scoring 4, not 5. Well, they scored 4 in normal time. What a result. And what a way to end this stream. So thank you very much. In 969, I saw the Owls play Bolivian national team in La Prau in the pre-season friendly. They drew 1 and won 1. Beat that. Wow, what a stat that is. Must have been mental over a boring 0-0 on Saturday. I hope so for your case, mate. Peterborough pushes into having dig out. Yeah, this game has been incredible, not just for how good Wednesday have been, how good Peterborough were, first of all, on Friday night, and again, how organised, how defensively structured they were. Let's be honest, the 5 goals that happened were unlucky a little bit for them. It's kind of a rebound or a flick on. They're ugly goals, but those ugly goals in playoff games, you have to do better with. And defensively, wow. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate your support all season, mate. What a mad game. Just incredible. Just incredible. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Good night now, please. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Up there with Milan and Liverpool. That was in the final, so I don't want to compare that. I'm going to compare the Champions League game between Liverpool and Barcelona and Ajax and Tottenham, which coincidentally happened in the same week. Kind of one happened on a Tuesday, one happened on a Wednesday. When obviously, if you don't know, Tottenham were 3-0 down on aggregate with about 40 minutes to go, and they scored 2 in 2 minutes and scored in the last minute. Liverpool were 3-0 down and they won 4-3. Coincidentally, they got to 1-0 at half time, scored 2 goals in 3 minutes through Gini Wijnaldum, and Divock Origi scored the winner. It was a Lucas Moura hat-trick for Tottenham. They were both by 3 goals. This is bigger. This was 4 goals. This was also a semi-final. Also, with this like next year, obviously I know they're playing for the biggest trophy in football. They're playing for the money between League One and the Championship is incredible. The difference between League Two and League One is a little bit. But from League One to Championship, you're kind of going from, ham, egg and chips to mixed grill. Do you know what I mean? And Miller and Carter steak. That's kind of what you're going for. You're going from Wetherspoons to Miller and Carter in the space of, a season. And this is bigger. And for these football clubs, it's, the budgets can grow, and being at Wembley, it's just a shame one of these teams has to lose. We will see Bolton, Barnsley, or Sheffield Wednesday in the in the Sky Bet Championship next season. And if Wednesday don't go up, then they've been unfortunate. To get 96 points, to win it in this style, one thing you can label about them, do not label them as bottle jobs. Do not label them as this. Do not label them as that. Because what they've done tonight shows you everything about that club, everything about that city, that they come together on hard times. And the club have had hard times in previous years as well, where, point deductions, what did they get one year? It was ridiculous amount of point deductions that sent them down. Relegated on the last day, playoff heartbreak last year. Everything happens for a reason. And tonight, there you are. Love you, buddy. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone that's come in. As well. Honestly, Wednesday, I've pulled off an absolute miracle tonight. And sometimes you've got to go away from sport and kind of got to go, wow, something really incredible has happened. And also, this is not the last time you'll see me, because tomorrow we have got a double Friday for you. We filmed after the playoffs. Tell you what, the video's going to be quite awkward because we're slagging Wednesday off in it and going, no, we don't want that player. We don't want that player. We've done the ultimate League One video. So there's 3 guests and me, so 4 people altogether. Good maths. That'll be out tomorrow around 3 to 4 o'clock as well. And tomorrow from 7:45, we might have a bit of a quieter evening, but I never, ever think that. Let's be honest. It's Barnsley, it's Bolton, it's 1-1 aggregate. Anything can happen. And we will be here. We do League One content on this channel. The channel next year is going to go to the next level with watch-alongs, even games that aren't on TV as well. We're going to be able to do next year as well. Congratulations to Wednesday, absolutely. Well done to any Wednesday fans in here. Commiserations to any Peterborough fans in here as well. So we'll have a League One video out about 3 to 4 o'clock, and we'll have a stream for 7:45. So I do hope you can join me tomorrow. But again, we have been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is 200 minutes. And what a game. What a football match. What a football club Sheffield Wednesday are. They're off to Wembley. And they're going to face, Barnsley, local rivals, or Bolton Wanderers, who they've had difficulty against recently at home, where the bad run started. Thank you for everyone that's joined the channel tonight. We had the high as 1,000. We had a consistent kind of 100 to 200 as well. Been the most I've ever seen on the channel. The channel is growing like you wouldn't believe. Thanks, Ben, on the Wednesday. Well done to Wednesday. Miracle result. Looking forward to my favourite phase in the same podcast tomorrow. Do you mean 3 and Jake? No, I'm looking forward to it. It's hopefully going to be a podcast next season. And, this is what I love. We meet people like Sue, meet people like people I do the videos with, and you guys as well. You guys are appreciated. Whether it's you comment, you like, you join in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you stay for the whole thing. You do get recognised, and I do appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. My voice is going. It's been a miracle. It's been an absolute phenomenal stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. One final thing, we've asked a couple of times, or more than a couple of times. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't done already as well. That'd be massively appreciated. Again, the more likes we get, the more people that come in, that helps the channel grow as well. Turn notifications on. We'll have a double video for you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow for more playoff kind of drama. Thanks very much for watching. Up the Cods, up the League One, and wow, League One never disappoints. And guess what? This channel is only going to get bigger for it because League One is live. Thanks for watching.